Welcome to a twitch.tv/RonanBall live stream here on twitch.tv/RonanBall. Why is the chat not working? Oh my god. I knew there was going to be something wrong on this live stream. There's something wrong with every single time. Doesn't matter what I do. Life just hates me. Welcome to another live... I'm sorry. Didn't mean to have this right in your way. There we go. Welcome to the live stream! Hello, I am the Rodent Pawn, and we're going to be having some fun today in Kerbal Space Program. As soon as I get all the things that didn't hold since the last live stream, it's just stopped working every friggin' time. It's just the way my life is. There you go. How you doing, huh? I got a haircut and a facial treatment. I like it. What do you think? Give me like 9 minutes in order to get this right. Wow, it's giant across my chest. I couldn't even see because I'm trying to fix things while doing, you know, stupid pantomime in the foreground. If you'll just bear with me. There you go, you piece of crap. Welcome! I'm sorry. Welcome to the live stream! Rex Skate's final Christmas gift came in the other day. It's, why would Rex send me a foam head? Well, if you just put a hole... No, why would Rex Skate send me a foam head? Huh? She looks sexy. Almost as sexy as I do when I wear it. Is that... Yeah, that's the way you want to go. Huh? Yeah, now I got a place to keep, my actual real hair that's mine. It's totally mine. Look what Pawn in the background... What Pawn found in the backyard. Look what Rex Skates mailed to me as a Christmas gift, along with this other lovely hair that is mine and real. And, you know, I grew it naturally, the usual way, the way these things go. Hi, everybody! How you doing? Have you been, setting your live stream, like, you know, overclocking your live streaming PC right up until the moment that you needed to go live with it? Like I have? No? What a waste of life you've all made of yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we will be playing the Kerbal Space Programs. Thank you, Broke for Free, with your song Warm-Up Suit. We're more in the mood for a little Kerbal Space Program, aren't we? Hello, Parallel and Xavier Downs and Parallel. Wow, a lot of Parallel. 10 bits from an ad Parallel's got to spend. Mage Lord Exelberth. Noah Craw, he's Asian. Yes, very, you know, you never know. With some, it's just the effeminate, you know, I've seen the animes, there's always a guy in there that's maybe not a guy, you know what I mean? And that's why I watch anime, baby. That is why I watch... Hello, Looney700! She's a giraffe. She is indeed. I'm the 14th Doctor. Pawn, do you know the way? No. I'm lost. I'm lost, generally speaking, in life. I mean, look at me, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. How can I be saved or anything? So... First things first. There we go. Got that out of the way. Second things second. What's second? Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, people. Today, I've got a thought in my head as to what we might do in new Pawnington. The more I rant, the more Twitch thinks Pawn has an interactive community, says Parallel. Yes, it's a trap, says Zavy Downs. Is Dewey a trap, Zavy? Is the 14th Doctor trying to lure me into a trap by sending me down Dewey? Is that it? Hello, Ian the Pineapple. Pawn, did you see my recent message in MC General and Discord, says Ian the Pineapple? Possibly, possibly not. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get into some Kerbal Space Program. Rex gave him something to remind him of Pony, then. What? Trust me, Pawn, it's for your benefit. What, Parallel? You're ranting? Your constant ranting in chat? Mage Lord Exabroth, cheering 5. None of us are actually here. You're just hallucinating. Wait a second. That means... Hold on. We just started a live stream. You guys saw the giraffe-necked, Japanese man, and you heard my words and stuff. Did we just start a live stream, and it actually went live to Twitch and YouTube? And the only technical did we just get a live stream started for the first time without, like, massive technical difficulties? Dude, high five! Come on, bump it, huh? Bump it? Bump it? Are you gonna bump? Oh, okay, you gotta have the volume up. Bump it, huh? There you go. Massive technical... Shut up! You're too late! I don't love you anymore. It looks like there's a frame drops, by the way. Shut up, Parallel! There's no frame drops! Quit wasting your 10 bits or whatever from the ad. The cheer is taking a while to go through. This... Oh, Twitch. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Let's get into New Pawnington, where I have almost $1 million again. Not quite. We still kind of need to be focusing on money, don't we? Yeah, we do. I'm not really sure if I wanna. Don't play with guns, kids. I had an idea for what we could do today, and that would be, make the first of my proper tourist-friendly space stations. Or rather, take one that's already up there and make it tourist-friendly, was my idea. Because what I would like to do in Kerbal Space Program going forward is I wanna focus on tourism. I like tourism. I like the idea of having, like, little junkets and jumps that go from one place to the next, that go from the surface of Kerbin to the LKO space station, and then from the LKO space station out to, say, a Mooner space station, and then from the Mooner space station there's a shuttle that's specifically designed to take you, land you down, and bring you back up, and then it's like, you know, you get all these little trips. It's, you know, it's like a bus system, but for space. You know, you can never just go directly where you want to be. You have to stand in line and sit next to a bunch of smelly schmucks. And, you know, try and not get, you know, jacked for your pocket change. That's what I envision as a space system. Me and Elon are on the same page, I think. I'm about to drop the most cancerous video to YouTube in all of YouTube's existence. Also, hi chat, says Rai Rai. Yeah. Wait, this isn't KSP, is it? Says GP's Twitch. Nope. Well, that's a lot of frames, as Xavier does. Ron Pawn, it's about the minecart system. I'm changing it to be easier to use and not seizure-inducing for VR users, aka you, says Ian the Pineapple. Okay. Delay test message, says Mage Lord Axelberth. I think there's a thing on Twitch where you can go and it'll tell you, like, what the actual delays are. But, you know, empirical evidence is better. I wouldn't trust Twitch's interface. I mean, look, Twitch is doing this to it. Did someone say, don't play with guns? But, Pawn, I like guns. Well, if you start playing with guns, then I'm gonna have to come and get you, Rai. Sex is also banned in space, as I'm aware. Nobody owns space. Nobody's flag is planted in space. You know how I know that? Because it's hard to do. You know, there's nothing really to stab it into. It just won't take. I mean, you can throw one out there, but it's just gonna fall out of space sooner or later. Cheer 5 from Agelord Exelberth. Currently a full 50-second delay between when a message is sent and when it pops up on the stream. Just an FYI. Go test it on YouTube now, so that we can really, like, just, you know, the more that you criticize Twitch, the more they might get their stuff together. What is this? What is on my pad? I'm probably taking it off the pad. Why is there a craft on my pad? Did I abandon Kerbal the last time I played? Did it frustrate me so much that I said, oh, screw it, and I just, like, closed the game and left this thing on the pad? I wouldn't be surprised. Recover the vessel. I'm not launching a golf tee today. GP's Twitch cheering 5 pawn. I gotta ask you a favor. Could you announce the midstream break 10 or so minutes beforehand this time? I tried to do the midstream break around an hour in, so it would be in Eastern Standard Time. It'd be 5 because we just started at 4 for me. I tried to do it then, but no. Basically, GP's Twitch, if I could do that, then I'd just tell you when the midstream breaks were going to be. From the outset, you'd just know. But clearly, I can't accomplish that. Men struggle getting it up. Space is great for lesbians, though. Less gravity equals perkier boobs. Hey, man, it's not just the boobs either, alright? I don't know how old you are, Xavi, but there's a lot of things on a human body that are affected by gravity. Okay, they're like rubbing on the insides of my knees right now. It's you know, 0G would help with a whole lot of our sexual devices. What is going on in this game? What have I got? I've got a lot of contracts right now. Bring a newly discovered Class A asteroid to Kerbin and land it. I spit on you. I spit. Is the law with I if I say I? No? Then I do not spit on you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir! Oh, it's bite my thumb, it's not spitting. But that was just code for spitting. It was just the way that they spit. Because apparently they liked to spit and get it, like, dribbling down the inside of the crook of their... People in Shakespeare's time were weird, man. I've got positioned a satellite in an equatorial orbit of Kerbin. We do still need the muns, you know? Geosynchronous orbit of Kerbin and all that sort of thing. You know what? I'm pretty sure we've got a mission ready to go. I believe we were trying to run a mission. I got tired of it. We had all of the funds that we were going to have that live stream. I said, screw it. And before I completely screwed it and left, I said, all right, I'll fix this so that the next time we come in here, we can just launch it. That seems like a memory in my head right now. So let's look at the geostationary, my Bullocks Mark II, which is probably the latest one. That, I'm going to say no. I'm pretty sure I found out that building your own engines was not a thing that worked on. Worked out well for me. Damn it, Pawn, I just 7 cents to ask you that. So, I answered the question. Just because you don't get the answer you want doesn't mean, you know, you get a refund or anything. No refunds around here. You can ask any question that you want of me. Just don't expect me to actually, you know, there are no guarantees in life that people will tell you what you want to hear. I would love it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I fixed this one and gave it all of the things that it needed in order to get to space. Yes, and to do the geostationary or the geostationary orbital mission, you just check your staging, you pop that, you go over there, you bop that off, and then bing bong bing bada boo booble. We're hoping this one has enough. Let's just launch it and not even think about it. You know, space, science, physics, these things, they don't need a lot of attention. You just throw yourself into them and everything might work out, is how that works. SAS on, throttle to full. Houston! Oh my god, Houston, do you even work around here anymore?
No, Pawn, I don't. Because, we're still waiting on that piece to come in from Amazon, so, when you talk, they get to see my lips, which are your lips, which, by the way, kiss me, big boy.
Yeah, Houston is still not ready. I've ordered from Amazon a USB numpad for like a laptop if you want to be able to use a numpad, but that didn't come on the thing. You don't want to put it into function mode or whatever. But, you know, also some people just like to have a numpad they can pull over, you know, accountants and stuff like that. I'm going to be using it for controlling the live stream and for getting Houston to do what I want him to do when I want him to do it.
That's never worked before, Pawn.
Right. Right. Sparks are nice, but Twitches are inefficient. What? Oh, when I was making my own engine. Yeah, this should work, right? Throttle to full, SAS to on. Houston, don't count me down because I just need to do this in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off and away with a TWR of 1.3 off of the pad. Not bad. I am going to control my speed as we go up. Okay, I know some of you are going to be like, ah, it's inefficient and wasteful, and I'm going to say, you're not wrong, and also, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to throttle back as we go so that I don't have to fight the possibility of flipping over through the atmosphere. It's inefficient in one sense. In another sense, I've only got one engine on here, and everything we've brought is liquid fuel. So that's kind of an efficient rocket design instead of having any SRBs that would have made this, and then you could have a controlled ascent without having to control your speed. What are we at? 1.5 TWR, 145 meters per second right now, at 3.2 kilometers above the surface, turning down the ball at a nice rate of speed. I'm liking this descent. Okay, I am controlling it manually. I could have it following its prograde right now, but I'm just not trusting anyone in my life, is how things are going for me lately. You know, I just, you know, I was in love with a woman and she just broke my heart, and then, you know, years later, she was like, hey, you want to get together? We'll go out and something. I was like, yeah, absolutely, and she broke my heart again, so I've just decided I'm not going to trust anyone. I'm going to do everything myself from now on. I need to throttle all the way up. I turned over a little bit too quickly. We're only at 10 kilometers and we're already below the 45-degree line on the ball, so I'm just going to hold this position for a minute. The ship is very pointy. I assume it will be aerodynamically stable because of its pointiness. If it was, any good orgy already makes use of 3 dimensions, says Jeep. Are you guys talking about space orgies? Again? Come on now! Okay, I'm gonna get down into my prograde bubble again because our APWAPS is already at 33 kilometers. It's very, you know, the TWR goes crazy when we get up here and starts pushing really fast on the APWAPS. I need to get out of my prograde bubble, and I need to be, like, down the ball. I need to be making speed and not height right now. We're already at 52 kilometers on the APWAPS. Holy crap, can you even hold me there? Come on, SAS, hold against it. 59, 60, 61 on the, yep, deeper into the, and then, yeah, over there somewhere. 67, 89, 71.5. 71.5 is what we've got. Hold your prograde, please. We got a 71 kilometer APWAPS, and we are losing it because we're at 37 kilometers. That's not bad. That's not bad, and as long as we hold prograde, we should maintain space on the rest of this upcomings. Or comeuppance, depending on how you decide to look at it. I don't know what Kerbal just did there. It showed me like 2 different angles of Kerbin at the same time and kind of made my eyes pop out of my head. Hey, Paul, I need to apologize. I switched to the SpaceX launch during last KSP stream and watched them fire a real rocket into real space within 10 minutes. Turns out they screwed up just like you. It just took you longer to do so. Did they screw up? Was it a bad... I mean, my screw-ups are just like, oh, damn it, you wasted a lot of our time in the game. Their screw-ups are more like, ooh, that exploded a bit. There's $300 million. I don't know how much a SpaceX launch costs or something. Did it go bad? I hadn't heard. Cheer 5, sleazy voice, parallel, speaking to me in a sleazy voice.
Pawn, baby. I'm your producer. You gotta trust me, baby. I'm here for you. Your best interest. Common now. Angle that nose down. Warp that speed to max. Flash a nipple. Record yourself being disrespectful to a culture to make it big on YouTube. Hey, you know, Mick, what am I gonna do? I gotta get in there, Mick. I just gotta, how am I supposed to fight with all this poop in my butt? Mick, you know. You gotta get in there, Rock. You're a wrecking ball. You're a killing machine. You're an animal.
I don't know what we're doing right now, but thank you, Parallel, for sending me off on ridiculousness. Is our APWAPS still in the space? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Take me up toward the APWAPS. What? You're not? What aren't you not? I thought that cheer was going to get very lewd at first. Is this a secret to every pony? That wasn't lewd? No, I guess it wasn't, you know, relatively speaking. Get me up to my APWAPS. I forgot to launch it in inclination, like I usually do on the Ronin Pawn channel. Wait a second, Pawn. What? You need to drop your fairing. In fact, F5 now that we're in space. Drop your fairing. It came off in clamshell mode. That's fun. Okay, where are we in terms of getting on top of our APWAPS? It's right here. We're coming up on it any moment now. Any moment, I'm going to have stability assist so that I can angle a little bit up from prograde and start firing the engines. Okay, and are we out? I think we're out. No, we're not out. Okay, I just hit X. No, that's, okay, just hold your, no, a little bit up. No, what's going on? I don't know. It's been a minute since I played. Okay, 33 meters per second. Delta V remaining. We got the periaps up to there. Good. Quickly now. Quickly, Pawn. No, that's not. You want to find your prograde. Is what you want that to do. You find your prograde, and then... Ah, crap, I didn't. Yeah, okay, we'll just do this. We'll just do this. Periaps coming up now. Coming up. I forgot to, stage it so that, you know, you could fire the, monoprop engines by just hitting Z instead of holding H. But, you know, works out pretty well for us! Boom! Baby! Come on, nyat! We're up. We're up. We've got ourselves a nice tight orbit, 70.7 and 71.0. 7, 4. That's what we've just done there. And we've got our satellite into orbit. This is going to a geostationary position, is what I've been told. Extend my solar panels before I forget about it, because we know that I will. Ronan Pawn, SpaceX launches are the cheapest in the industry. I know that that's the goal, I just have no idea what the costs of them are. Oh my god, look at the reflections. Look at the reflections. Around 60 million compared to 180 million for their largest competitor. Also, on their most recent launch, they launched a classified satellite to orbit, and there's rumors the satellite died, and SpaceX said the rocket performed perfectly, so not the rocket's fault. Yeah, well, that's what everybody says when they got a contract to protect. Yeah, nothing happened on ours. You know, meanwhile, it was going up, and they just forgot to strut it. It was just sitting in there going, it was just banging off of stuff. I know how Elon thinks. Deploy your majigger, too. At least extend it for fun. We're in space. It'll look cooler. And are my lights on? You know, your lights are on, Pawn. Well, it should be more lit up than that. I remember I made a smiley face out of the lights on this one. Smiley face. I mean, yeah, you can... Maybe this is the mouth, and then those are the eyes. Those were supposed to be the eyes, and that was the nose, and that was... It's a smiley face, and you know it is. Don't question or challenge me. Where are we going, Pawn? I don't know. It's one of these places that we're supposed to go to. It's Keo Stationary, and I believe it's this one. If I recall correctly, it was, yeah, 2-point-some million on one side and 3 million on the other. This one's way the hell out there. That is not the one that this was built for. We've doubled the amount of Delta V that this craft has on its own from the last time I attempted this mission, because... You know, it went so well the last time I attempted this mission. That's why we changed things up. You, sir, give me your actuation toggles, because I forgot to do it. Give me 4x throttle. Give me 4x throttle on the two of you. And in fact, do I have another thing that I would 4x throttle? No. No, you're good, Pawn. Okay. So now when I hit Z, when I throttle up with Shift or hit Z, it'll use the monoprop in order to go us forward. Pawn, show us your tits! I don't... They're in a cage in the other room, with the parakeets. I'm sorry, they're just... I've clipped their wings. They can't come in, my tits. The Hyperloop is still a bad idea, says Parallel. What was the Hyperloop? Was it a subway car in a vacuum, tube that could move you at very fast to a place because of this no wind resistance, and or you could pressurize the tube or something? What was, I forget about the Hyperloop. What is it? Regular passenger rail is DeWay. What's with DeWay? Why has everybody got to go DeWay? Every technological advancement is a bad idea until enough money and bodies turn it into a good idea. I don't know about that. I've been seeing a lot of good ideas that, in practice and implementation, thanks to the money and bodies involved, have turned into bad ideas lately. Let's make a high-speed vacuum tube. What happens if the tube is breached, Mr. Musk? Everyone dies. Literally everyone, says Parallel. Well, just don't breach the tube, then. You know, you're probably one of those with the how the don't waste your monoprop. With the, you know, oh, how can you have a hydrogen tank in your car? We can't have cars powered by hydrogen. That's an explosive material. It's dangerous. What am I sitting on right now? Oh, a giant canister of gasoline? Oh my god, really? What are we doing? I don't know. We're going to this place, Pawn. So there's an Apwaps way the hell out there, and there's a Periaps down there. How did I decide was the more efficient way to do this before? I believe the more efficient way was to go to the Periaps first, because we'll be going faster there, technically. I mean, we'll be at our Apwaps, so we will have slowed down. But we'll be going faster there than we would be if we went all the way out here and had our Apwaps slow down. So it will be better to make speed down here in order to get out there than it would be to do it and then the other, and my justifications. My logic is sound, and you know it. Or you don't. One of those things is probably true. In fact, are you going to be able to give me an estimated burn time as I'm doing this? Yeah, no. No, my estimated burn time is 4 days, so there's really not a lot of reason for me to try and hit it dead on. I'm just going to go around. This is us, right? Yeah, that's us. Our electric charge is... Okay, I was going to say, why are we not making electric charge? I got 2 friggin' panels into the sun. Well, you were on the dark side of the planet, on. I'm just going to come around here to this side of things, and we're going to blow out our Periaps in the direction generally of that. That's what we're going to do. I still don't understand the prismatic satellite, says Hologram 1. What don't you understand about it? Was it top secret and Elon blew it up? Maybe it was their intention, you know? Maybe they took the money and they knew that it was one of those new, you know, government spy satellites now that the American Congress has signed off on a yet more invasive method of robbing the American people of their constitutionally protected rights. Maybe it was one of those, and so Elon said, yeah, we'll take the contract, and then he made sure that it gets effed up in transit, you know, because he's looking out for our interests. Vote Elon, hashtag Elon for Prez, January 2018. I can't wait, all right, and I'm pretty sure Trump's going to get out of there one way or the other really soon. Really soon. If you're in Washington, keep your head down, people. What? Just testing the NSA. You guys listening? Pay attention to my live streams. Fire all your rockets off into the... Is it not? Because your RCS isn't on. RCS on, and now Zed, we're pushing our app apps out toward the Perry apps that we need to meet. All we really have to judge it is the amount of monoprop that we have remaining. Okay? So keep your eye on the monoprop because we have no Delta V readings because we're using, you know, not engines, proper engines. We're using translational monopropy majigger madoodles. So it doesn't even think to do the Delta V with that at all. At all. It just doesn't. The HSTs rarely, if ever, crash. What? Don't threaten your president, Paul. It's unhealthy. I'm not threatening. I'm just predicting. I'm just predicting. I see an assassination. Paul, can you say that? Yes, I can. I'm allowed. Constitutional. Wait a second. Let me check with the Congress. Am I allowed? Oh, wow. You changed the. You're just not abiding the Constitution. Okay. Okay. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm allowed to make that prediction. I could have told you about JFK, but nobody asked. I'm just trying to help you out this time. You know, be ready for it. I'm gonna bird a little bit toward the sky because our app WAPS is moving a little bit left of the Perry app. It doesn't have to be like right there, but I mean, why not have it right there? We've burned through 40 of the 160 monoprop that we brought up here getting to this point. We're going for 2.3 million at 600,000 right now on our app WAPS, and you can see by moving up the ball a little bit down here, I've started to pull the app WAPS back in this direction. It was headed off in that direction, now it's headed off in this direction. This is how, you know, it took me like 5 years, but I do know now at least that much. If you go a little bit higher, then you're burning more toward the sky, which will pull the thing more in the direction of the, yeah, I can do it. That can't happen. The pods are airtight and slide through a tube, says he in the pod. Oh, the Hyperloop? You're still arguing the merits of the Hyperloop? So the pod is airtight, and then the thing is airtight, and then we just hope. We just pray. It's probably not a bad idea. You know, it's probably not a bad idea. I mean, hey, look, it worked for, you know, bank documents. Back when people wrote checks, you know, you put them all into a little tube, you put that tube, you seal that tube, you put that tube into the other tube, that tube pressurizes, and then boom, bada bing bang. You know, it's in the hands of somebody else, you know, like 12 feet away from you. It goes up and through a tube and then comes over, and it's kind of a waste, is what I would say. We've now gone through almost half of the monoprop we brought. Okay, get there, honey. Get there. Don't tell me I still don't have enough monoprop after doubling the monoprop that we brought last time. 2.396 million is what we're going for. 2.2, 2.39 something. I can't see because it's the same. 398. My periapse matches. We just went through half our monoprop in order to get that. Now, we will be further outside of the gravitational well here, so we might not be able to get it up to 3.3 on the other side while twisting it. We're going to try, though, so when I get to my app WAPS, in fact, when I get to, like, more his Perry apps here, so that I can get the right kind of twist. Now, your twist would have to be from the side pawn in order to get the most efficient twist. Yeah, but they tell me, like, burning at the same time is ideal, and... you know, we'll be going faster before we hit our app WAPS, technically. So that makes sense to burn. Does it make sense? To my mind, it makes sense. I miss pneumatic tube posts, as Hologram 1. Burn a lot. A lot. And then, where's that going? What are you going for? I need you to come out to 3.3, and that's 3.1. Alright, let's just slide it back over, and keep burning. Keep burning. There you go. Yep. Yeah, oh no, that's way too much. It's way more than you need. So, the question that we have before us, friends, is do we have the 520 some meters per second it looks like it's going to take me to get out here? 3.3 million is what we're going for, something around there. Okay, but I also want my inclination correction while I'm doing this, apparently. Some people have said that that's more efficient. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but fine. If you say it's more efficient, then it's more... Well, because I'm going to get more prograde as I'm twisting. As I'm twisting, my prograde gets, you know, and then something, and the other. Can I even get the right kind of twist from where I am? Probably not, Pawn. Right. You can get some twist. I can lift you. What can I do? Is this gonna make it better or worse? I think worse. Worse, generally speaking, Pawn. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do the twist from over there. I'm not gonna twist it all. That's the point, anyway, at which we're going to burn. I don't even need this. I'm just gonna burn from there. Gonna burn from about that point. Estimated burn of 1 minute and 51 seconds. Okay, now it's giving me burn estimates. That is helpful. Death or what? Let me just say people said Elon was an idiot in trying to recover rocket stages. They have landed 21. People said Tesla would never work and die. They are growing incredibly rapidly and are selling 3 very popular cars and have incredible success with semi-pre-orders. People haven't driven the truck, yet order it, says he in the pineapple. This man cannot be stopped. He wills to... I'll tell you what. I actually do have an opinion, at least on the Tesla thing, on the, you know, popular little trend of both, like, haters against electric cars, as well as just smart people who want to, you know, show that they're smart and that they know things. The whole, like, the whole deal that because of the high ecological impact of manufacturing batteries large enough to run the Tesla, that it is actually worse for the planet to buy a Tesla than it is to buy a gas-powered vehicle and be spewing all of that carbon monoxide in the years of life of the vehicle. That's a very popular notion right now, to which I say, okay, fair enough. You know, that is a factually correct observation. But I think we all know that in reality, the fact that Elon Musk and that the Tesla has pushed the electric car means that we're going to have electric cars that are ecologically efficient to manufacture in our lifetimes. And if he hadn't, then we would have no alternative. So in terms of, like, in the long run, you know, a Tesla is probably going to be as bad or worse for the ecology. In the long run, the fact that that technology is being pushed forward, that someone's actually moving toward the future instead of standing in, you know, a big pile of petroleum and saying, let's not do anything different or new, that is going to work out far, far better for humanity and for the planet. And that's not in the long run. That's just in the long run. That's just like, you know, 10, 20 years from now. I'm still waiting for, what is it? What's that? Graphene? Is it graphene? Waiting for the graphene battery. You know, we need to start mass producing that stuff and turn it into a super capacitor that you can charge in 3 seconds and can discharge all at once if you want to, or in a slow drip that will just power your phone for 6-7 days without needing to be recharged. Then you plug it in, 2, 3, 4, ding! I'm back up to 100%. I'm waiting on that. And the things that Mr. Musk is pushing toward are the things, you know, the projects that will get us there in our lifetimes, where if we relied on the other industrialist, capitalist, scumbag, pig dog fucks, it wouldn't happen. Warp me to my next, wait, F5. Warp me to my next maneuver, if you do not mind. Graphene is cool, says Xavier Downs. If the potential is incredible. I don't know if we can make it work. Or not. I mean, we can. We have... turn your RCS off. You're wasted. We have 79 units of monoprop still in the tanks. I'm going to focus dead on my target. And RCS on. Throttle to full. I don't know how long. It's going to take you 1 minute and 40-some seconds. Maybe I left at the right time. Probably a little bit late. Whatever. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn that mother down. Oh, oh. Okay, now it took us half of our monoprop, total monoprop, in order to blow out to 2-point-some million on one side. So you might think there's no way that you're getting to 3-point-some million on the other side if you've only got half of what you brought. But we are half the weight that we were when we came up. Okay? We're you know, that much further outside of the gravity well, which was probably actually helping us because of the speed and the way that things, I don't know. But there's a very good chance that I can actually accomplish this. I mean, look at how quickly our periapse is moving up, baby. Yeah, you damn right. And we're halfway through, and we only went through 15 or something monoprop since when we started. But yeah, 15. So we can do this for reasons that are science, because science, not that I understand it at all, but I've been told for reasons of science this should work. I'm burning. I'm burning. You shouldn't be burning on the target, actually, Pong. You should have been burning on the prograde. It's fine. Wait, where would I push from here in order to pull it? Don't worry about it. The Apoapse is about to flip. They're spinning. Okay, they're spinning. They're trading sides. Just stay with your target. Don't change horses mid. You know, screwed yourself over. 2.7 million is what we've got right now. We're going for 3.3, right? 3.3 something. Go, 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 go. Stop. And then give me a little bit of burn in order to finish this off. 3.346. I don't know which is my... Drop you. Drop you. What are we looking for? 3.330. Yeah. Right? Like that. We now have the proper periapse and apoapse pretty well at the right place too. Pretty damn well at the correct place. And all we need to do now is change our inclination, which is going to be an upward pull, like so. It's going to cost 154 meters per second, a delta V. That last burn was 500 and it only consumed. We got it. We got it, and we're going to have this thing out here, and it's going to, you know, do good things for us. F5 from here, Ronin Pawn. You did a good for once. I didn't say he'd fail. I just said I'm not impressed, says Sheepy Switch. About Elon Musk? How can you not be impressed with Elon Musk? Do you realize the man made a killing off of PayPal, could have just done what all the other, you know, rich people suddenly get rich do, and they're like, alright, well, let me put all my money into investments, and we'll just, like, turn it into more money, and 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 I don't care what we put it into, just so long as it keeps making me money. This guy, literally put himself, in the threat of bankruptcy in order to create a space program because he believes that humanity needs to get the hell off this planet before, you know, it doesn't work anymore. Or rather, I'm pretty sure, you know, he's kind of a doomsday guy. I think he's pretty sure that we're going to destroy this planet and ourselves pretty quick, and that we need to get all of our eggs out of one basket. So he decided to do that. Incredibly risky. I mean, every single launch just costs so much money to try and prove, and of course you're going to blow a bunch of them up at the first, you know, when you're first trying to get this technology to work. Just, you know... the president of my country is Donald Trump. I have huge respect for Elon Musk, because he had opportunities and chose to do things that were not in his best interests, necessarily, unless they worked out, you know, but that were first and foremost in the best interests of humanity in the long run. Get me out here to my wherever it is that I'm supposed to be burning, turn my RCS off so I don't waste it as I make this turn over to my happy triangle, over to my whatever that is. It's not the radial pawn, it's the normal. The normal, not the abnormal normal, but the normal. This is an estimated burn of 27 seconds, according to Kerbal, so I will leave for it when we hit, you know, 14, something like that. Collecting money by making promises is called a Ponzi scheme. I'm gonna be impressed as soon as SpaceX and Tesla are making profit, says Looney Seminole. Are they not making profit? You know, the fact that he hasn't gone bankrupt already. I mean, even if it fails, it's like, wow, there's a human being who, you know, just ruined himself because he believed in... Ah, shoot, I should have started burning. RCS, quickly! I should have started burning a minute ago. You gotta have respect for the guy. Absolutely. Because I will bet you anything. You know, ask yourself this question. Whoever's like, oh, did we do it? We got close enough? I think we just got close enough. And it gave it to me. right? Because it's not here anymore. Or is it? What? Went away. Periapps halfway. Do I need to keep earning? Position satellite in geosynchronous orbit of Kerbin. It gave it to me. We did it! Although we got nowhere near the inclination that we were supposed to be at. Thank you! I did it. Ask yourself this question. If you made $150 million, like, tomorrow, do you think that you would, like, find a way to help humanity at large? Or do you think you'd just, like, go, $150 million? I'm getting all the hookers. I mean, everybody thinks that they do, like, a good thing with their money, but you'd just make sure that you didn't, like, you'd make sure that your money was making money, you'd get some investors, you'd get some smart people to do things for you. Do you think you'd take the kind of risk? Is my question. The kind of risk of all of your $150 million in order to try and bring the world, electric cars and, you know, life on another planet, get us to Mars, and, also, don't forget the Boring Company, drilling big holes underneath Los Angeles. That is important. I don't know where the Boring Company is operating, but I remember the pitch for the Boring Company was, we're gonna drill our own highway from my house to the SpaceX or to Tesla headquarters or something like that. From my house to the office, because I cannot deal with the traffic in California anymore. See, he's got a sense of humor, too. He does it all while still having a sense of humor and while believing in, you know, fission. He still thinks we can figure that out. Or cold fusion, I mean, is what I'm saying. We did it! I accomplished something with the Geostationary Golf T Mark V. We did a thing! And we've got a satellite in orbit that has dragged the flickering atmosphere of Kerbin with. Where's Kerbin? Wow, we're way the hell out here. Tell you what, can I, if I Control Alt F11, can I just, like, toggle post-processing? Toggle post-processing? Can I... it's F5, pawn. Make sure you've got a quick save here. There might be a way to fix this without having to reload everything. Toggle, save atmosphere, load, reload shader bundles? No. Toggle wireframes? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks cool. Atmosphere settings, maybe? Well, that's what you're in, pawn, apparently. Toggle depth buffer? Yeah, that ain't doing it. Load atmosphere? No. I don't know what I would do to skip it. We just gotta go out to the map mode and come back in order to get rid of that flicker. So let's do that. Good work! Me! Wait, before we do... Oh, God, don't waste your monoprop. You got a satellite that's in a great position right now. Just point this right down at the planet. Right there. That's where you want to be. F5 that, and then take me back to the tracking station. So you're holding Elon to a different standard. What? What's the different standard? I don't know. I haven't been following the conversation. I just like jumping in and you know, pointing out that Bill Gates got nothing on Elon Musk, you know, with all the charitable donations and stuff, especially since, you know, he owns Microsoft, and that's just, I have no good things to say about that company. Elon is focused his entire fortune and his all of his monies on how can I make the world a better place, and still hopefully turn a profit, and still not go bankrupt. Fingers crossed. And apparently he's still in the threat of that position, after all of the work that he's done. You gotta respect the man. Okay? You can disrespect the business acumen. But that's just, you know, being short-sighted and a capitalist, is what I would call that. We did it! We put a satellite there. How much money have I got now? Did I break $1 million? Yeah, baby, I'm back up to $1 million. I'm a millionaire. I'm gonna start manufacturing electric cars soon. Got 1,078,605. If we stay on Earth, sooner or later, we will die, says Xavier Downs. If we stay in the universe, sooner or later, we will die, Xavier Downs. If you continue to exist on this plane of existence, sooner or later... No one gets out alive. Not your children's children, your children's 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 children. No one. You invent a pill that will let you live forever. Everything around you. I don't know. It depends on what you want to believe. Depends on what you want to believe. Oh, God. I got people arguing about this whether or not we got a good guy who's, you know... I mean, he could have built casinos, you know, like Trump. He could have said, I got all this money, how can I make more money? Well, how about I build a bunch of gambling places that just suck people's money out of their pockets? Huh? Where people go to, you know, get addicted to things, and we use Skinner box psychological mechanics in order to lure them in and suck all of their money dry and just... I could have done that, you know. Could have decided to make Tyson Chicken, another horrible company that does horrible things to the people who provide the world with the chicken. He could have done a million different things. He had all of PayPal's money. Not all of it. He had a fair bit of PayPal's money. And this is a guy who says, how about we move the automotive industry into the 21st century, which we're already in? How about we, you know, start moving... how about we start, like, jumpstart space travel again? Because the only thing that we were interested in, and to a certain extent now, is just, like, communications arrays and, you know, satellites and what can we do that's focused on us. We put something out there that points back at us down on Earth. It's all about Earth. It's all about making money. How can I make money by putting something into space? You know, the man said, how about we explore again? How about we, I don't know, if somebody's gonna, like, I'm sure you can come up with some really petty bullshit complaints that I haven't been looking over at chat to see what you're saying. So I don't know what the complaints are against Elon Musk, but, I really doubt that any of us are a better person. And especially given the massive resources that he's had and the choices that he's made. Given similar choices and similar resources, I don't know if the people in chat here would come up with the same ideas as what to do with their resources. I'm pretty sure we would look out for our own first and foremost. Not me. I'd assemble a task force to go and assassinate. Never mind. Never mind. Position satellites. So we got more position satellite stuff. I wanted to build it. Well, I didn't really want to. It was just an idea I had. But, you know, a ring at our space station. Let's go out to our space station. And let's just look at, like, what we've got to deal with out there. If I were going to put a ring on it and make it more tourist-friendly. If I were to go up to the PBR hammer... Where are you? What are you? You'll have your own kind of logo there, won't you? Satellites and things. You should be a space station. The Midness Pleasure Tower is there. The PBR hammer. You, sir. Take us out there and let's see what's going on up at the hammer. It's been so long, I don't even know what's parked there or anything. Ah. Oh, it's magic, you know. We've got a pilgrim parked at the PBR hammer, which I named for reasons that they're too complex. I can't get into them. I absolutely can't get into these reasons. There's the PBR hammer, and what if I put a ring on it? Is the question, you know? If you how does that go? If you like it, put a ring on it. If you like it, want to keep it, put a ring on it. I don't. What if I put a ring on it somehow? We've got docking ports atop there. We could, you know, theoretically disconnect these and do a thing. We've also got docking ports down here and down there. How would you want to do it, Vaughn? How would you attach the ring? I mean, it's a hammer right now. Which end would I attach? I mean, one of my first thoughts was, what if I just brought up the pieces of a ring and then constructed them in space, you know, because that's how I'd have to do it unless I were cheating it up here, and constructed them, you know, just coming out in one weird direction. That would look horrible, is what that would be. It needs to be centrifugal to the mass of the thing, or else it just won't even look right, let alone, you know, you could imagine it being functional for anything. Don't mess with the hammer, says the glaive. But, I guess I could just bring up, make a completely separate, you know, LKO place. You know, this is for staff and refueling only. And then, I don't like that. I like it all being in one place. I like the tourists being able to, like, watch the ships come in. And, oh, look, they're refueling. Oh, look, little Timmy. And he's over there, he's like, yeah, it's great, Dad. Thanks for the, how much is, what, $150 million flight up here? Thanks. My Wi-Fi sucks. Okay, what is this, like 2G? This frickin' space station. Thanks, Dad. Paul, why not put it on top of the science lab? Science lab? Right here, you mean? Have a, so I'd have to have a central point for the ring, and then the ring, and then it would have to, how would I get it on there? How would I do it? Get 2 bit. What? Cheer 5. Parallel cheering 5. Get 2 bits onto the space station docking ports and make it look like a Pokeball from the bottom. Sleazy voice.
Trust me, Pawn, trust me.
2 bits onto the space station docking ports. Make it look like a Pokeball from the bottom. So you're talking about from this side. And then... You mean it's like they come out like that, or... What? I don't understand. Can you send me more money in order to explain? This chat is so busy. It's like the chat of a 300 viewer stream. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, you try and keep, you know, I really I like the size of our community, you know? For the sake of my income, I wouldn't mind it being about triple what it is right now, but I like the size of our community because I don't know how I would possibly keep up with chat, you know? We wouldn't have the kind of direct thing that we have going on here. I don't know how, you know, I think most larger live streamers I've seen, they just don't ever look at chat. Or you just have to send them money or else they'll never read anything. And then you have to send them a lot of money. That's when you'd put dead weight on it instead and lose the publicity stunt of it that's meant to drive investment. What? What? The, Elon sending his convertible to space or whatever? It's a secret over plenty, cheering 5. Public service announcement. SpaceX is a privately owned company, so it has no investors. Please stop talking about investors. Okay? So that everybody who's apparently been... I don't know. I don't have time to look over at chat. You see how fast the community moves with its talking? I can't look at that. I'm a busy live streamer over here. Damn it. But yeah, stop talking about investors, apparently. I don't know. Is it not publicly traded? Parallel cheering 5 again. Yes, I can. I can give you more money to explain. You have docking ports, you got rockets, slap stuff onto it until it resembles a Pokeball. Okay, that's clearer. That's clearer. No, that doesn't help me figure out what I'm gonna do with it, but that is clearer. I think I would have the ring... I think the ring should be at the bottom. It would be a nice, like, even weighting of it. That said, you know... That's what is even the theory of people being able to move from this side to this side through these fuel tanks, you know? Do we have a duct in the middle and you just climb down a ladder through all of this that is just fuel tanks? And then also, you apparently would be able to get through there. So you just gotta make sure that, yeah, that's, okay. So it's Kerbal, it's still Kerbal, people. I think it would probably look best if I had a ring down here. If I built a ring down there. And I've never tried to build a ring before, you know. In my mind, what I'm thinking is, you know, you got two fuel tank length parts, you know, the shorter fuel tanks, and you know, attach them, and they've got the angle that you're going to need, that you're going to duplicate. But you can only do 2 of them, and then you gotta, like, stick them inside a giant ship with a great big fairing, you know, like, a whole bunch of them, maybe 8 of them, 8 of these 2-part bits, and they've all got docking ports on all the sides of them. And then you get, like a little satellite, little drone, to come out and link up to each one of them and maneuver them and attach them all into the, you know, the ring, and then attach the ring to the station, would be my thought there. I mean, even if it's attached to the station first, that's my idea of how to do this, if you're going to do this without just cheating it in with HyperEdit. Parallel Cheers 5. Say bye to Jasus. Oh, goodbye, Jasus! I knew you were here! Good night, Jason. Thanks for coming out. Lampman88. A business usually has to break even after 3 years. Musk, on the other hand, keeps his businesses running by making up a new business. The money from investors who are investing into SpaceX, trucks, Hyperloop is used to pay off Tesla investors, just like a Ponzi scheme, says Lenny. Well, you know, you want to talk about Microsoft? You want to talk about a company that prints stickers on Xboxes that say, if you open this, you'll void your warranty, which is illegal for them to do. They're not allowed to print those stickers because that's an outright bold-faced lie. In the 70s, this country wrote laws saying you can open the device to try and fix it. If you have the expertise, and if you don't do, unless the person who's got the warranty can prove that you did damage to it by opening it and trying to fix it, they can't say that they won't work on it. Also, you can't say that because it suggests that you have to send it back to them to work on it, which is anti-consumer, but it's anti the market. It's anti-capitalism. I can't have a repair place work on an Xbox 360, Microsoft? I can't? Really? Well, that's just a whole market of people who know how to do a thing who aren't allowed to do a thing unless they get your little badge of approval. It's not the way the world works, Microsoft. So I don't mind people taking like licenses from Windows installations that are OEM and they're not supposed to be transferred between. If you've got a license, go ahead and move it over to another computer. Even if you have to like hack it in there, even if you've got to use one of those versions of Windows where all of the saved or all of the licensing features have been, you know, hacked and compromised in order to do it, because you own the license and they're already lying and manipulating the system and doing things that are illegal. So, you know, it's not illegal. Piracy is illegal in this country. It's not illegal to violate a contract, which is all that that is. Okay? It's Microsoft's Terms of Service Agreement. It's a contract between you and Microsoft saying you won't use it this way. Use it that way and see if Microsoft sues you. Because that's what they'd have to do. You can't be charged with a crime. It's not illegal. It's a contract matter. And they go around trying to suggest that it's illegal. No, piracy is illegal. If I own a license for your product, the fine print around that license, no, that's between you and me. That's a contract. Government isn't writing laws just for Microsoft, surprisingly enough. And it's the same method by which they get to do their crazy licensing scheme, because the government does not have laws written just for Microsoft, which at this point, really, we should. It is a monopoly. There's no competitor that's going to overthrow them anytime soon. Maybe we should write some laws just for Microsoft. How did you get onto that one? I don't know. Somebody said something, and I've been wanting to talk about that for a while, haven't I? What are you doing, Pawn? I'm just trying to fill space until we go to a live stream break, because we're there now. That's really all I was trying to do. I didn't want to launch into anything else until after the live stream break. Cheer 5. That's why I refuse to buy Apple. They hoard their repair tools in their stores and refuse to give it to any other repair shop so they can charge you $500 to fix that error code that means you had fuzz on the charge port. Utter crap. Yep. Giant companies, literally, like, false advertising, saying things that, you know, aren't true. Microsoft puts a lot of money into, you know, projecting the idea that it's illegal to use their products in a way that is against their terms of service. I, as a lawyer, as a member of the bar, Roden Pawn Esquire, I assure you, it is not illegal. It is a matter of contracting. You will be in violation of the contract, and in order for that to be enforced, that means Microsoft has to sue you privately. The government will not come, you know, under any circumstance. There's no fine from the government for violating a contract. Microsoft will have to sue you, and then you'll owe them, you know, $105 for a copy of Windows. And they won't sue you, because they're Microsoft. There's no profit in that. So I'm saying use their methods against them. They're manipulating the system in order to do things that are illegal. I'm saying do something that isn't illegal. Do something that's against the contract. Go ahead and not pirate, but feel free to transfer your COAs that you have, your certificates of authenticity, your codes for Microsoft. You move them anywhere you want to. Anywhere you want to. You own them, you bought them. Screw the agreement. Screw it! Screw it, screw it. As long as they're lying and ripping people off. And man, the impact that Microsoft has on like computers and technology in the market, just dragging it down because of those practices. You know how much cheaper a computer would be if Microsoft weren't like, you know, raping everyone for their operating system codes? I know exactly how much. It would be $100 cheaper per op. I mean, they gotta charge something for it, fair enough. But they have artificially inflated the prices, you know. They say things like, we need to protect our intellectual property. We need to be able to make money at this. And the problem is that it's an infinitely reproducible medium, you know. This is digital. This is ones and zeros. So once we've written the code and it gets out there, you know, we have to have a strong licensing agreement in order to make sure that we can make money off of it. Because it's infinitely reproducible. And that's a valid argument. However, it being infinitely reproducible, the fuck are you charging me $150 for the professional version that's got like 3 extra DLLs in it, and then you're removing features so that you can create a higher tier of operating system when you just talked about how it's infinitely reproducible and doesn't cost you any more? Microsoft. Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen. Inconsistent piece of shit, too. Windows 10. My God, I can't trust it to do anything right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is rant 1 of this live stream, or rant 6. I haven't been keeping track. You know how much I like to rant about things that nobody else was talking to. You're all on about Elon Musk and because debating Tesla and stuff, and I'm like, and Bill Gates, who's a good guy. I don't think he has anything to do with Microsoft anymore. I think he just lets the company run over there and tries to give as much money to charity to try and win back his soul from having started that behemoth of a just lazy, horrible thing that they've built there. We will be back. We will be back after a short 7-minute break with more Kerbal Space Program. We got something done in the first hour. Admittedly, because it was ready to go from last live stream. So, yeah, there's that if you want to look on the sane side of life. But let's not do that. Let's listen instead to Jazzar's Planet Zero. While we go to break here. I'll be back in 7 minutes. More Kerbal ahead. Don't go anywhere. Elon Musk is love. Elon Musk is life. Pawn not out. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. Here we are, people, praying to the dog star and gods we've trusted all our lives, and all our lives are lies, and what? Those aren't even the lyrics, are they? Welcome back! Yeah, another thing about Microsoft, the next version of Windows, damn well better not be desktop Windows. The damn well better not be another thing where they tacked a bunch of crap on top of Windows XP to try and make it work in the modern world. Security systems that you need to go back to basics. You need to write it from the ground up. I mean, how are we going to support the old programs? You emulate. You stupid people. You emulate. You give it a copy of the registry from a core registry file. Every program gets its own registry. Okay? And then there's cheers coming. It gets its own registry. Any changes that it makes get saved in the program file in its directory, and then when it loads up again, it gets a clean copy of the core registry, and then it merges it, and that's how you do it. Trying to make up for the fact that you weren't as smart as, Unix was, and didn't make it so that programs couldn't access things out of their secure space by tacking on these UAC crap. Quit it! Go back to basics. See if your coders can even keep up. See if they can even write the stuff that everybody wrote before. Because I'm pretty sure the reason you're tacking stuff on, because nobody else knows. Ice Cream for Late Pawn. I sent you a bug report in Discord's DMs. Your now playing thing is a bit glitched. Yes, it is. I am well aware, Hologram One, of that. And I fought it after the last live stream. Let me tell you something about Windows. Let me tell you something. Because it is! It's about Windows! Foobar, I was unable on this system. On the other system, it worked fine. I just installed it and it worked. On this system, I couldn't get Foobar, which is the player that I use in order to display that information to you while it's playing, so that I could right-click a song file in its folder and then click on cue in Foobar, so that it would add it to the list, and then it would play that next. Couldn't get that working. Had to literally uninstall Windows Media Player, which is embedded so deeply, which is also anti-competitive. It's also antitrust right there, that they've embedded Windows Media Player so deeply in, and uninstalling it is not just going to the control panel and saying uninstall it. You got to go to a separate place. They've hidden it. Anyway, it's so deeply embedded it wouldn't let Foobar do what it was trying to do. On this system, on the other one, it was different. They're both Windows 10. Anyway, I've got on cue working now, but now for some reason on this system, when I click on cue, instead of adding it to the list, and just having it be the next song, and then it highlights it when it goes to the next one, Foobar is highlighting the one that I've just on-cued, which is not how it worked on the other system. And that's either Foobar's fault or Microsoft's fault, and those are not the cheers that I just do. Cheer 5, Pawn, have you checked out Stage 9 VR yet? What's that? You're gonna have to tell me about it. I've never heard of that before. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. There's more cheers. Hang on. Cheer 5, public service announcement. Pony service announcements are accurate 40% of the time. The previous is a perfect example of this. I don't know what your last PSA was. I've forgotten. We just move, baby. The brain keeps turning. And another thing about Microsoft. Thank you, Hologram1, for keeping your eyes out and seeing that. By the way, the songs that you listened to in order were Jazzar's Planet Zero, followed by U.S. Army Blues, Kelly's Number, and I think that was just, we never got off of that one because it's 6 minutes long. Yeah. Wow, is anyone else getting lag on the webcams as RMAJ? That's going to happen occasionally. Because of Windows, Microsoft. Spamming ice cream for late pawn. I sent you, I know! I heard, build a jig for assembly in space. Build a jig for assembly in space. Build a jig for assembly, the glaive. I don't, we're dancing in space now? What, jigs? I don't need any jigs. What are you doing? It's, turn the birds back up. Who said stop preaching? Indeed it is, stop preaching. What is? About a supposed reality. What? Build a jig. Build a jig. I'm scrolling through chat now, and it's all jigs and building them. Listen, fellas, we all gotta just chill out. See? There's a moderator just patting everybody on it. Listen, just settle down. The world is a better place than you think it is. Pawn will stop shouting about let me tell you something about Bill Gates. Bill's fine. I got no problems with Bill. It's the company. I like Windows Media Player. I don't like the new photo viewer. And it's crap and it looks like crap, says RMAJ. You're right. And the movie and video thing, and sometimes I double click on just an image. Windows 10 has an image viewer in. Double click on the image, program pops up. Image? Image, are you there, image? No, close it down, open it back up. Oh, image came up. Consistency is what it is. Windows Media Player is alright, but it's like, I never liked the thing. Back in the Windows XP days, I never liked the thing, because every time you set up the computer, which was what I was doing 9 times out of 10 working in computer repair, you gotta sit there and configure Windows Media Player. I asked you, would you like these settings or those settings? Would you like to, by default, opt all of your customers who come through your computer store into our privacy-defeating options by just clicking this simple button? Or would you rather go to a menu where you have to individually tick them all off in order to just be decent to the people who are paying you money? One or the other. And same thing with Microsoft Edge or whatever it is, the web browser. That's also like integrated so with such a heavy hand. You install another browser and it's like pulling teeth just trying to get it to be your default browser. Google Chrome has to actually send you to, it just tells you where you need to go because you can't click a button and go there anymore because that would make it too easy because Windows doesn't want anti-competition. What was that cheer? Cheer 5. Para-service announcement. Parallel now cheering a PSA. I love you all. Parallel loves you all. There's your parallel service announcement. Windows Media Player doesn't have support for GIFs by default in Windows 7. So this is the secret to every pony. Really? Animated GIFs, that is. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Oh, welcome back to Kerbal. Is that what you're doing today? No, let me tell you something about Microsoft. Let's talk about Windows. Let's talk about the update scheme that forces itself down your friggin' throat no matter what you want to do. Or we could try and put rings on our orbiting space station. I just got $1 million, so let's, you know, blow it all on something that's not going to work and going to take 2 hours to build, and then it'll just won't fly, and let's do that. That's what we usually do around here, right? Right? How do you build a ring? How do you build a ring? Because in my mind, I'm thinking a ring would be... Well, wait a second, because I've got some special parts here, don't I? I've got some special parts in... is it... No. Payload? Yeah. Show me these things by mass. So I've got junior cargo bays that don't really work for anything, but they are an empty part that weighs only 0.075 tons, as does the passenger door. This goes up, this doubles it, that cargo bay. But what if I made the ring out of these? And so actually, there is like a space that you could move a Kerbal through, theoretically. You know, it's an empty space that's built to be empty. What if the ring was built of these, is the thing that I keep saying. And of course, you'd need 2 of them. You need to figure out like what your... And then attach would be good. You need to figure out what your angle is going to be for how many rings you're going to have around it and that sort of thing. So you'd come in here with snapping, you'd twist one, and then and everybody gets sucked out into space. And you got yourself a ring, baby! Jamaican cheering 100. In quarters with 2 spokes out from the core of the station. Okay, it's for the sake of duplication, is what you say. F, 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 and then you just grab this and you'd move it in like so. Or you could have it with docking ports between all of them, which I think is kind of wasteful and just extra parts count. You know what I could do? Wait a second, Pawn. What? You've got a thing in here. You said you've got extra special parts, don't you? Well, I said that. That doesn't mean it's true. We're sorting by mass. Where's my extra double special parts? I've got a thing that's added by Airplane Plus. What the hell would it be under? Aerodynamics, maybe? It's just a wedge. It's a circly wedgy kind of thing. For building strange deals. I would think it'd be under structural, but I just looked. I think it is here, and it's a weird model, and yeah, there it is. The structural fuselage outlet. Huh? So that I can actually make a turn. I can make a turn with 1 or 2. It's probably going to want 2, which means the whole idea of, well, we'll have a lower parts count. Not if you just put 2 docking ports on there, you wouldn't. But they wouldn't go together right anyway. I would be merging things one way or the other. Give me another one of these, spin it in all of the directions until I find the right one, and then you attach to that, close this up, okay, and then you're making a turn right there. And like I said, it would probably want to be 2 of them in order to make the turn a little bit quicker. But there, talk about a ring. And what we're going to actually do, I'm just, you know, futzing, just testing here to see what we do. What we're going to actually do in the long run is we're going to go over to the model of the PBR hammer before we launched it. Yeah, that's going to be way too many parts to get all the way around, I think. I mean, it'd be a nice wide, you know, thingamajigger. Maybe you could fit that. You could fit a couple of those in a fairing. Right, just keep going, Pawn. See what happens. In fact, grab it from back here. And then find me an angle. Twist it in all the directions except for the one that you need, and then find the one that you need. There you go. Maybe I should be doing this in the space plane hangar, because the VAB is not working out for me. Where's the flat one? Where have we made the 90? Is it about there? Look at it from the top. It's probably about there. Gohan cheering 5. Where is it? Gohan, I don't see it in the list. What the hell? Gohan, put in more wedges. I think it's going to want more wedges as well. Wedges as well. Yes. But that's almost 1 turn. Maybe I need 1 more of these things. Oh, good. Right, and then all the directions except for the one that works. Right, and then if I took these off of there, that might be the 90. Right there. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 20 more, so it's like 30 parts, or you could just click down here. It's 28 parts, Spawn. 28 parts to make 1/4 of the circle. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? Maybe just one more wedge per, you know? Because I don't want to go crazy. I mean, too late, a lot of people would say, but let's not listen to them. Let's listen to the voices in my head. And another thing about Bill Gates, you know what, let's not listen to the voices in my head. They're annoying the hell out of me. Crap. No, that one. Okay, that was only half of the possible options. And we got there. Nope, you didn't attach. I didn't need to grab you from, like, ear. No, you grab the one behind. Don't grab the one behind it. Grab that. And then, okay, that was just 1/8 of the possible options. And so that makes a full 90-degree turn, and that does so in 25 parts. It's still a lot of parts. For just 3 more parts, I could have a much larger, thing. I think for just 3 more parts, I'll have a much larger thing. On the full one, it'll only be 12 more parts. Yeah. Yeah, and they were so, like, long and, you know, straight, they're making the curve so slowly that I could tack a bunch of them in on top of each other, is what I think. You don't exist within my peers or my extended circles. You exist else far, far away. Places I've never even been to. Sure, in an ideal world, we're all friends, but people are inherently not ideal, and that goes for me, too. Jesus, G. Peach, would you sing us a song, would you? About, what's the song I'm thinking of? If it takes forever, I will wait for you. No, that's the wrong one. I'm thinking of a song by somebody, I think a woman whose name would probably be like Patty or something like that, where it's just she talks. She talks for most of it, and she's just talking about, when I was a little girl, our house burned down, and my father came in and he grabbed me and he set me down on the sidewalk, and then he ran back in and he brought out my brother and my sister and our dog, and we stood there on the sidewalk watching our house burn down, watching everything that I'd ever known in all of life burn to the ground, watching the very world itself be destroyed. And I thought to myself, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is. I love that song. I don't know what it is or who does it, but I love it and I highly recommend it. Old school song. One of those nice throaty singers and female singers. I like a good throaty female singer. I like Courtney Love. Not a lot of people do. I think she's great. I think all of her music was kick-ass. So take that. She was a modern Janis Joplin, and nobody is a modern Janis Joplin, so she wasn't really, but she did really good. Look at that. Look at the corridors the Kerbals will have to go through. I'm loving it. We're going to do it with only 2 turns, though. And now that we've got the idea in hand, I'll just leave the VAB instead of loading up the craft that I was going to load up. That's what I'll do. He has completely lost it, says it. Me? Me? I've still got half of it. I just have to spin it in all the possible directions until I get to it. Is all. Like slamming it down. So which one was the PBR hammer? Because it wasn't named the hammer until I got it up there and saw, that looks like a hammer. Orbital fuel platform / Minmus, I think that might be it. Yes, that's the bottom of the hammer, right there. And we wanted to attach to the bottom of the hammer, didn't we? So this is all part, and then this bit was something else that didn't work out very well, if I recall correctly. I'm going to make you the root part, I'm going to rip you off. And what are you doing? You just don't need to be there at all. So we can see what we're working on. So there's the PBR hammer. Also, this is gone on the hammer's buttocks. I'll lift it way the hell up so I can get underneath it, because this is the point we're talking about building from. Right here. So, how would one go about such a thing as that? Anyone? 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 I think what I would want to do, actually, is use a cupola, okay, upside downified, which with a docking port, of course. Cupola down here, upside downified, like so, and then that can be like the center spoke of the hub, you know, the center spoke off of which everything goes. No one will ever exit through this exit, because it will be buried as part of a thing and a whatnot and a doodle-doo. You know how the doodle-doos are. So from here, I would assume that I would end up having to do something with the docking ports. Okay, so snap it, and then give them to me 2 sides or 4? I could probably get away with just 2, right? I mean, trying to get things to attach by just 2, by 2 at all, is a problem, isn't it? I could have it over here, blocking the Ronin Pawn logo instead of on the door. Or I could have it off to one side. You know, it's going to attach whichever way I want it to. Yeah, so 2 of them instead of 4, or 4 spokes or 2 spokes. I just demand extra bits on the outside of the ring, says Parallel, like docking ports and lights and command pods attached to radial attachment points. That's going to make it very wobbly, is what it's going to do. We can have docking ports, we can have lights, command pods? Where do I get command pods on the ring? This is just so they can go a-jogging. Now, I don't know what the hell the purpose of this is, other than that it'll look kind of cool. What we have, then, you're right, we do need some kind of justification for why it is what it is, where it is. Probably. Maybe. What we would have would be, give me my payload, and then sort it by mass, you prick. Give me this cargo bay, okay? We're not going to block any of the logos, we're going to add logos is what we're going to do. 2 of those, and then, like that, and then this is just going to be open to space if I do it like that. And a potato farm, says Parallel. Well, of course, a potato farm. Jesus, you think you need to mention a potato farm to the Ronin Pawn? You do. What are you going to do there, Pawn? I need, probably like a... Is this the big one? Yeah, that's the big one. So I'd have you with a docking port, incidentally. We'll just copy-paste. You. And then, not like that, the other way. Yeah, like so, and then that would connect to, that's too big, that's far too big, I need the smaller one, which is going to be you, but this way, and then you would connect to these. There's a walkable space going out, so these would just be the things that get us out far enough. Oh, there's going to be a lot of Ronin Pawn logos on this thing. They're 0.175. Is there something? What if I went with like structural fuselage? Is it heavier? It's the same. It's the same weight. There's structural fuselage. You're 0.1 tons. These are 0.175, I think. So structural fuselage actually is better, isn't it? Although we can't vent the angry Kerbals into space, you know, when they revolt against my dictatorish kind of demand. Let's double check on that. The payload ones. These are 0.15, so they're half of a point of a ton. More beer hat designs, says Dramatian. It just comes, sucks down on the thing. I think I know what you're saying there, actually. I think I know what you're saying. Like, take it out and then curl it down and then have the ring go down there. I don't know. For the sake of weight, for the sake of mass, I think it makes more sense to use structural fuselage, at least for that bit. Although the structural fuselage isn't meant to be walked through. I wonder if that's going to be... Are you ever going to use the walk through it bit? Pawn? Probably not. Give me one of these. And then you can attach there, and then you come out to here, if you don't mind. And then I can have my logo in a number of directions, but tastefully done. You know, not just spammed. Tasteful logo every friggin' place is what we're looking for there. Conservatism is incompatible with human nature. Jesus, we're getting deep. Well, good. You guys get deep, and I'll lose myself in this. I think we're going to have to come out a fair bit further for the way that I wanted to make those turns. It was 28 parts, but it made the turns so slow. Damn it, Pawn. What? You need one of these over there in order to make extras off of. Right. That should be more than enough. Or at least enough. we shall now see. So we'd have these corridors that come out. We can still, you know, vent to space in case anyone gets uppity and just suck them all out, and then we don't have to deal with them anymore. We also... I wonder if I should spin the logo upside down. I mean, this is upright for the hammer. Yeah. We also should have something out here. We should have, you know, places, spaces that hold Kerbals. Which is going to be... I mean, actually, I could have crew cabins. You're 1 whole ton instead of 0.1. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot for having, like, windows and the weight of having the windows. Yeah, I don't... Maybe occasionally here and there, hither and thither, we'll have one. You hold a lot of hitchhikers, but you're also a lot of mass. I'm thinking, for just being sane about the implementation of this sort of thing. Don't forget to put your logo in a high visible space there, Pawn. Oh, I'm trying to, but it doesn't want to spin in that direction. Yeah, there? No, because now you're why you know... Here, just up, like... that? Yeah, but then you lose the window. It's either the logo or the window. No, it's not. There's many angles to a cat, and several ways to skin it. There you go. Now we've lost the window. Yeah, you're not wrong there. It's a window or my logo. I've got enough logos. I want the window. I want the window looking down. Like the idea of like walking into this thing, and then you walk onto the window. Oh my god! So that's, and it'll be a nice exit, you know, above. That's a good idea. So we'd have 2 of those on that side, and then immediately we're going back to docking ports for this. I've never tried to do this before, so, you know, bear with me, or don't. I don't care. I don't give a damn what you want. Please, like, comment, and subscribe. Support me with bits, cheers, over, Patreon, and through the cheer tip jar that's just below us. That should still work, I think. I'm going to also put you into absolute mode and then hit a button, and that should snap you to something that is centrifugal. Will you drop the damn thing and then give it to it on this side, and then again snaps it to a point that is exactly the same on the other end of everything. That's why I was hoping to, that's why I did that, and hope it actually ends up working. Now we find out if we've, you know, if we can connect from this distance back to that distance, using the method that I had supposed earlier. What if, instead of the method that we took all the time, like, figuring out, we, you know, shot from the hip, and continued on with the cargo bays that are 0.15? Because these are double the length, they're exactly the same weight when you get to the end of it then, is how that works. Yeah. Except for you're upside down. I can't have that. There you go. And then close. And then what if we went all the way around with these? Close you over there as well. And then... right. Do your, two wedge system here. Which is... that. That. I'm not sure which way's the way. That doesn't look like the way. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I want to be with you night and day. Ooh, just put it on and then grab it with this thing. For some reason, it's like not, it's skipping right past the spin points that I want it at today. Is that right? No, not at all. It's a fish mouth now. Spin it some more. Is that right? Absolutely not, Pawn. What the hell is going on with you? Spin. 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 That is the way, I think. Yes. No? Yes, maybe. 2 of them, Pawn, is what you want. 2 of them? Yes, now you're making a turn. And then like so. And then like so. And then like so. And, well, you could grab more than one at a time if you didn't want to be a dick. Thanks. Thanks. Just like Microsoft. What? Give me just 3 more of them. Huh? That looks right! That looks right! It looks like it's the right length and everything! I'm sure there's something about math that you went out 5 by these, and so therefore using the same length, and then something, and math. Who needs it, right? I'd probably get rid of one of these, and then have something special out here as well, if I could do that. Because this isn't right. That isn't halfway through. Not quite right. Right? Right. Right? Right. It's got my freaking logo all over it. I love it. I love it. It's hard to pay attention to the ravings of a lunatic, says Latman88. Well, you chose to be here. I'm not talking about you, Pawn. Well, then, you're not paying attention. The ravings of a lunatic is all I have to offer. Oh, Pawn. What? You could do the passenger things that you said you didn't want because they're a friggin' ton. Okay, so... a ton? Can you, like that? And then there'd be a place to store people out here a little bit. That might be right. Pawn, that just might be right. Now give me the whole damn thing and attach it to the other side. Spin it. No, wrong way. The other way. Nearly. Nearly. Got it. Nearly. You need to go away. And then we turned. We made the turn a little bit too fast is all that happened there. I wonder if I could fix this by just fudging it on one side, you know? What if I took you off and then got rid of one of these guys? You know, and then it'll be, the turn will not be as fast. And then we'll be coming in straight at it. Huh? No, Pawn, that's not, that didn't, I think you need to extend it in the middle. Is what you need to do. Put all that back. Put it all back. Don't go Control-Z'ing me to a place that I don't want. There we go. We're making this turn too quickly. You need more space right here. Well, how much more space? Enough. Alright, well, let's attach it from this side. And right side up, and then spin again, and then... No, that's just... You're wrong. You're just so wrong. Can you have... Will you... Okay, how about... No? Like that? Will that give me an attachment? Will you... No? Alright, well, we'll just... like that, and then... Yeah! There you go, and then... But these aren't supposed to have the curve to them, Pawn. You take those off. Sure. No, I knew. And then, like, you. And then... I hope somebody's messaging me with a Pawn, you just do it this way, because I could really use a Pawn, you just do it this way, right about now. This is... These aren't... Now they're going to be upside down. Well, at least we can see how we're doing in terms of the spacing. Tier 5, you could just use the translation tools to move the two half circles. Oh, to nudge them in and whatnot. Now, I see what you're saying. Do I see what you're saying? I'm not sure I see what you're... What are you saying? I don't understand. You know what I should probably do? Is, actually, I need to extend the middle bit, right? It needs to be a little bit longer. And I don't like whatever the hell happened there. These could be attached via docking ports. Okay? Because there's going to have to be a couple of docking ports in here, Pawn. You're not getting this whole thing up there all on its own. Oh, you're right. So how many? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It means there's no... I need them in like 4s. Would be something that might work. You know? Because I got to drag all this stuff up. I'm not just going to hyper-edit this into place. I need to bring it all the way up there. What if... Yes, go on. What if you split it on the halves there? Sure. And then, betwixt the twains, you go over to the structural. No, it's structural, I said. And then you take one of these adapters, so that it doesn't, you know, look like bad. So that it doesn't look like bad. And then you do that. And then you get yourself a docking port. Okay. A junior, of course. You could put the bigger docking port on, Pawn, then people wouldn't have to, like, squidge through it. I could, couldn't I? Your 0.05 tons docking ports don't cost, they're not. Yeah. Wait, why are you doing all this stuff with the... Yeah, I shouldn't have done it over there either. Derp. Just put a bigger docking port on. And then people can step through it. You get like that. And then like that. And the same thing needs to be done over here then. I need to... This whole... Well, no, but that kind of makes sense because of where it's going to be able to attach. Yes, because of the size of that and everything. That one actually does make sense to be done that way. This one did not. And so I didn't do it that way because it wouldn't have made sense. Oh, you see. Yeah. Oh, see, he's very smart. He's not. He's really not. Are you new here, is the thing? Flip it back over, like that. Then you go on here. And then attached to, will you please, like that. Thank you. Ah, now we're making a turn. Baby. That's kind of how you're going to have to do it if you want to actually drag all this stuff up, you know, without cheating. conservatism versus human nature is a discussion that's going on. I'm just thrilled I'm not involved in it. I'm gonna move you over here. Yeah, there you go, and then rip you off and replace you with one of these guys, which I can't be bothered to rip one off of there. So take me back to my payloads, and then you, sir, you're the one. Though for me, this is the man for me. You know, I've seen a lot of men. None of them live up to that. There you go, buddy. Now you got a thing going there, and then just go ahead and build it one by one. Don't try, like, duplicating it again, because then you get into problems with the logo isn't upright. Will you spin for me, though, baby? Thank you. You be like that, and then like that, and then I can actually grab from back here. No, you wanted 4 of them together, and then a docking port. Is how you did it on the other side. Great. You know, a smarter man would have had he would have said, okay, I'm going to need a lot of docking ports, so instead of, you know, doing this over and over again, you go into the, I can't even remember where I'm supposed to go. Brain! Just keep clicking pawn, nobody will notice. He would have kept one free and available, and then he could have just copied off of them. See, like you did right there, if you would have kept one of these free and available, then you could have, and then it wouldn't have been a problem. It wasn't a problem. Who are you talking to, pawn? All of my viewers. Really? You think that? You think that? Because we're pretty sure you're talking to yourself. Oh, that does happen occasionally. Wait, I did it wrong. I did it wrong at these. It's supposed to be, 1. Oh, thank you. You're supposed to be 1, and then this. You're supposed to be 1 on this side, too. For the symmetry of the design. Right? Would you terribly mind? Just terribly? There you go. That's what you're supposed to do. And you go there, and you go there. We're getting there. Almost done. Pawn, this is not going to make it. You know that, right? No, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Alright? I try not to... It helps me get through the day. The more you know... and I know that they made advertisements about this back in the, you know, whenevers. But the more you know, the less, you know, good life is. You don't want that. You just don't want that. How did I do this? Oh, I didn't put one there, is all. And then it'll ignore GP's Twitch. This is totally going to make it. Thank you. Parallel believes. He believes. And then what I need is I just need to take that off. And then I needed a docking port that I don't have because I didn't make a copy of it like I said a smarter man would do. And now I don't remember where it goes because I've just been clicking on it for hours now. Over here. You. Flip. Uh-huh. And then spin. Attach. Boom. Boom. Now that's the way these are supposed to go together. Except for your 3 and your 3 and that's 4 and that's 4. Jesus God, pawn. Pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I got a feeling that Parallel's positivity has ruined me. It's just damned me. We'll nudge it all in order to make it work, but I gotta get the piece count right at least. For God's sake, you friggin'. What? No. No. You gotta have one of those, and then spin, and attach there, and then you attach there. Perfect. Perfect! Nailed it. Nailed it! Got it. It's good. It's good. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. So it's a little bit out. I'll give you that it's a little bit out. Okay, how do you fix that, pawn? I don't know. I don't think you do. I think it's fundamentally... the design is flawed. No. I'd like to have one of these in the middle there. What if these bits that are only 3 wide, well, wait. Actually think about it, pawn. Okay. Because what I need is, like, I need to remove a part. We're pushing too far out in this direction. We need to remove a piece. Sorry, much like Pony, my para service announcements are also sometimes wrong. I love all of you twice as much, but Pawn a little less every time he says para and he in the same... I'm sorry, Paradlal. I got it stuck in my head, and it's there forever, and you just have to deal with it. Dude. You know, when things get in here, they're just stuck. I got an idea. So everybody take cover. Take cover. I've got an idea. What's your idea, Pawn? We replace these with the half-stock ones. Huh? Parallel knows something about that, right? Half-stock? You know, haven't... Well, it's in payload pawn, and it's the smaller, the junior cargo bays, or balls to it. You could save mass by being structural on this particular section, and going with the structural hull S2. Wait, no, that's the huge one. The structural fuselage junior, rather. And then we have halves coming off of you, baby. Alright, take you up, put you over there. Take you up, put you over here. And then the halves. It's the halves and the halves-nots. That's why conservatism does not vibe with something and whatever you're talking about. Boom! Nailed it. It's close. It's further than it's just in the other direction now, pawn. How do you do math with this? Huh? How do you make this work? Could take one less rotation would help, right? But the problem is I want these to be like standardized. I don't want them to all to be their own special thing, is the deal. And we're almost making the turn. It's like we just need one less turn in there. Maybe one less turn in there. Well, you can be specialized because you are. What if I removed that? That's almost got it to the right line. And then a little bit of, futzing, I suppose. Could futz it into the futzing, and they could futz, you know, futz away there. Just copy the other side. Does it go on 0646? What? Copy the other side? There's, both of the sides are equally effed up, if you're talking about these sides. And copying the 1/4 doesn't seem to be getting her done either. You know? I mean, the way that everything is a little bit wobbly once we get it up there, if I put a docking port on this, we could probably make it work. Wouldn't be surprised, we could probably make it work. And by the way, you can't just attach these things, you know, it's not gonna work in the, where we are right now, is it? Oh, pawn, what? You can't, alright, detach this. Ow, that hurts, that's a lot of work that I just did. That's just been undone. You're gonna want a bigger one, baby. And that might change things. That might help you somehow. I don't know. Get the regular size docking port in here. Would you get out of my way? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Creative Cloud. And I got all the other friggin' notifications turned off so I can have some friggin' peace while we're doing a live stream over here. But, you know, Creative Cloud has to just shove its way in. Tier 5, if you put solar panels on the inside, when they expand, it'll look like a Pokeball. I'm not seeing your vision. I'm not seeing your vision, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not seeing your vision. So you attach like that, and then flip, okay? This is gonna screw everything up. Absolutely everything up. Everything that we, you know, just worked on. It wasn't working before, pawn. What do you got to lose? Certainly not my sanity. And then just to make sure again, we are on not local, but absolute. I click once there. I click once here, and then you guys should be in, you know, reasonably samey positions. I spin you around, I attach, bing, and we are legitimately closer to our goal. It needs to one less turn. There's what it needs one less to do, and I took it off of that side, but I haven't taken it off of this side yet. So take you off of there, and then attach. And, no, okay, one more turn is what I meant. It needed one more turn. But you guys have to be samey. You absolutely have to be samey. Let's put you back in here. Okay. And I put you there. And you're damn close. You're damn close. But if I put one on the other side, it's going to be too far. It's going to go too far, isn't it? Give me you. And give me another copy of this. Stick you there. Attach you here. And we've gone too far. And we're back in. Back in, baby. Attach you there. I have actually a fair bit of confidence that if we were to assemble this in space, it would work. It would work. This is not going to be a circle anymore, though. I mean, look at it. It's the pawn oval. What we've got here. It's definitely the pawn oval. What could I do about that? Well, maybe you could, I don't know, just try and make it more circular if I took another one of you. And I had... No, don't rip the whole thing. Why did you do that, Pawn? I didn't. Never happened. Never happened. There you go. Never happened. Where's that? You take... No, I would have to take that off, wouldn't I, to add the spin to it. Balzac. Balzac. In fact, you're not right either. It needs to be standardized, and look, I've got the wedges on this end, but not on this end. Okay, make sure you got it, you know, standardized. It has to be standardized. I don't have control over these things. I'm not in charge around here. The bosses make these decisions. Now I don't know which direction that's going to be. Son of a biscuit. You come over here. You from here, and then like that. No, like that. Yes. And then spin, and attach. Okay. Now that's starting correctly. It's got the same situation there. It's got the same situation there. And then you, now that we're turning in too far, I can remove these. What if you took an angle off one side and slipped it into the other side? You took an angle off of one side and slipped it in. The angle off of one side and you slipped it into the other side. I don't know what you're saying. Your words are confusing to me. Your words are confusing to me. Which is nothing new. So I fixed that. This is now standard to the rest of the design, and since we're still making that turn too quickly, now I would again remove the things that I keep putting in and taking out and putting back and taking out. Take you back out. Thank you. And then you go back in here, and then you go back in here. Alright, that's the closest we've got, and it's looking more circular-ish to my... Yeah! I mean, if this wasn't, you know, too far out right now, it would be circular-ish. I'd be fine with that. Just gotta get that to come in. A lot. A lot. Like a lot. What if I took you off? Yeah. And then I took you away. Yeah. And then I had you, like, right into there. Yeah. Yeah, that would connect. That would definitely connect. The magnet would pull that in, no problem. But again, now we're uneven. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. If I get rid of you, we're way the hell off on this side. Hang on. I'll be right with you. Just give me a sec. Oh, you need the spin though. You need these. I'll be right with you. I swear it. I swear I will. So give me 2 of these. You. And you. And then there you go. Alright, G5 pawn. You need a slightly larger diameter on the spoke. Slightly larger diameter. Well, now I need a slightly smaller diameter, don't I? Slightly smaller diameter on the spoke. Well, actually, a slightly larger one, which, in fact, like, this should be, this spoke should be connected via a docking port as well, which would have fixed it. It would have been, alright, so take that, do whatever you just did, undo it. Slightly larger, let's... Yeah. If I take you off and I put a docking port on there. Pawn just translated along the spoke a bit. It's gonna... I gotta take it up, though, too. This is supposed to be along a docking port, I think. Because, I mean, I suppose I could just wedge those in to whatever we send up there. Adjust the inset of the parts using the move parts. I know what you want me to do! I know that that's the easiest thing to do, but this is, I think I do need a docking port there, don't I? Wouldn't I, don't I? Don't I, wouldn't I? These are all empty, non-fuel, bearing parts, Pawn. Now you've got to drag them up. You could have had them bear fuel and then burned that fuel, and then they would have been empty. Yes, but I wouldn't have the Ronin Pawn logo, 9 million times in space advertising me. Would I? Would I, then? Yep, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this, which is give me another docking port scenario. Okay, the biggins, because you know they got to be able to pass through it and whatnot, which means it's gonna be on either side, and then you attach to there. There you go, and now we can actually put back in the things that I had in there before. Did I throw them away? Of course you did, pawn. Great. Good. No, I'm glad. I'm happy. They would be under structural, and they're the half the juniors. Yeah. I think this is going to be, again, too far. Once I attach it right here, it's going to be like near perfect, and then we put the other one in and screwed it up. Give me one of these. Rip you off on this side. Put you in here. It won't. Thank you. And then like so. And then finally, it's complete. Holy crap, it's perfect. Holy crap, it's perfect. We got her there. We got her there. Oh, right. Yeah, have another look. Have another look. Look close. Look close at that. You think those docking ports will align when we get it up there? Do you think that they'll attach? Because I think they'll attach. Alright, now somebody else take over the getting it up there part of things, because I want nothing to do with it. Nothing at all to do with it. This is good, this would be cool. I should probably just hyper-edit it up there. Hyper-edit the whole damn thing. Go on, Shearing 5. Try building from the spokes and meeting in the centers, says Go on 06. We got it, baby! We got it! Look, oh, wow, there is some stream lag, isn't it? Look at that! Look at that, Go on. That will absolutely attach. There's enough like flex and bend and all the other docking ports that are making connections along here. That will link up just fine when we get it up there. And everything's standardized, right? There's one wedge on the ends of each, and then there's 2 wedges between each of them. So if I just use that, and then, in fact, you know, just to double check, just to be absolutely positively certain, I should be able to rip one of these off and throw that whole damn thing away. And then I should be able to take you and set you down here. Do not throw that whole damn thing away. And then I can throw this whole damn thing away. And then what I should be able to do is to take that and attach it. And then, give me another one, actually, before I do this. Set you up there. We would attach this middle bit. And then this needs to... Come on, baby. You know you want to. You would attach there, and then the last one would make the final connection. And it's even closer. It's even closer. I must have had something incongruous in that line. Good thing I ripped it apart, because look at that. There's no friggin' separation now. It's actually perfect. Math. And geometry. It is slightly ovular. But we do that for, you know, you work out down here and there's more G's or something, I don't know. Jermacian, cheers 100. Sub kitten. You can't say ass on my live stream, Jermacian, according to Twitch. And you said ass when you said assemblies. Sub-assemblies, exactly. Exactly. We're going to make these into sub-assemblies, and we're probably going to have to send up like 3 or 4 ships in order to get them all up there, get all the bits and pieces in order to create this, in order to make it. But we've done it. We've created a standardized, reproducible majigger. You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. A thing of gorgeousness. Yep. Alright, I'll see you guys later. That was a good live stream. All of the Ronin pawns, too, and at any point when somebody rebels against me... Perfect. Perfect. Just according to plan. All is according to my plan. Okay, so that's a done thing. Save it, pawn, as I think we're up to craft number 42. 042, this prototype pawn ring. Prototype pawn ring 1. Pawn ring 1. Pawn ring 1, just with a space. It looks sexier when it's all together. 042, pawn ring 1. No, I didn't click out of you. Just keep friggin' typing, you prick. Mark 1. Yes. Save it. Prototype pawn ring 1, Mark 1. Lovely. Now it's time for another live stream break. I can't believe we just built that, and we did that other mission, and we've done it in 2 hours. We did a mission in the first hour, we complained about Microsoft, and we built that in the second hour. Apparently there's going to be another hour of live stream where I try to build a ship that can carry a certain portion of what needs to get up there, and then we launch 900 of them in order to get it done, right? GP's Twitch, cheering 5. It's like a... What did it say? It's like a kitten Deep Space Nine. I didn't get a chance to see. What did it change it to? GP's Twitch. What would be funny is if it actually just posted the word shit in there, but if you say assemblies... wait. Butterfly Twitch, what a broken unicorn service. Goddamn censorship police. They don't mind goddamn, especially separated as 2 words, but you can't say unicorns, butterflies, or assemblies. Oh, God. My dad he's making dinner, and he nuked up one of his veggie patties. Oh, they're so oily and just delicious. At least in my nose they are. I haven't eaten one in a long time, but, oh, God, I can't. I need more beer. I need and cheese balls. Beer and cheese balls. We're taking a beer and cheese ball break. We're taking a beer and cheese ball break so I can get something in my belly. Look at that. Look at it behind me. Look at it behind me. It's there. It's there. It's there. Oh, I like it. I like it. We're going to take a brief 7-minute live stream break. Brief. And I will be late. I will be late. We're going to take a 7-minute break. When we come back, we have to build a ship that will carry up, like, not 1/2 of. It's probably going to have to go up in quarters, isn't it? Probably a quarter of that. We're going to need 2 different ship types because of the spokes. The spokes are going to have to be drug up on, yeah, in quarters? In thirds? Possible? We'll find out after the live stream, after you guys, you know, listen to one of your favorite songs. Back in 7 minutes. Pawn not out. Don't go anywhere.
take a seat, a matter here is incomplete. We are faced with grievous doubt about the future of this town. Sources on the street are hearing. If we don't move to crush them now, then we might find what we've been fearing. Charter must be stopped. Oh no, the leaders must be dropped. Oh no, the charter must be stopped. We all know what we've got to do. By any means, it's up to you. The future of the Black Decree is in the hands of you and me.
Like no pawn ever was. To build them is my real test. To fly them is my cause. I will travel across the skies, searching far and wide. Gather science to understand the goo that is inside. Rolling Pong, it's you and me. Playing career mode in KSP. Ooh, you're my best friends in a world we must defend. That's Kevin. Of course, so true. Jebediah will pull us through. You'll teach me how this will do. Ronin Bond, Ronin Bond. Every mission along the way, with courage I will face. I will fly them every day, straight into outer space. Come with me, the time is right, our node is drawing near. SAS and thrusters full, blow up the landing gears. Rolling Pong, it's you and me. Build it in three-sided symmetry. Ooh, you're my best friends on a channel we must subscribe to. Come on, click it. Oh, the things we'll do. Forget our staging and kill the crew. Your tee-hee Pokemon will sue, and then we'll all explode because of Ronin Bond. Ronin Bond.
Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a Kerbal live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, a Kerbal live stream, where we're playing the old Poke-Pawn song. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I got my cheese balls, I got my beer. We're all ready to address the many other issues that we're going to have to address with the giant ring that we've decided to attach to the space station that is already floating in low Kerbal orbit. Everything other than the ring and its spokes and hub is already up there. And now we just gotta drag all that up to space. Should be easy. I was missing Pokepong. You muted, didn't you, Hologram 1? Because I started out with Digging a Hole by Evil Sword, and I'm the only one who... I'm not the only one, but it's only some of us. Only the refined amongst us appreciate that song. No. This is how... Oh, crap. This is how you're supposed to eat cheese. Well, not with dropping on the... Because otherwise you get the under your fingernail. That's how you cook it. It's right here on the label. It says, you dip it upside down and look. It tells you right there. Read! Why do you ever read when I'm beating you? This one hit the floor. I clean these floors. I know that they're disgusting. Dear by Pawn, have you heard that the latest episode of Discovery is actually pretty good? Don't care. Don't care. I'm not going back. Not going back. Never go back. Never surrender. Oh, look at her. She's a little ovular. You know. Like parallel. Hey, I remembered. Don't talk about Star Trek Discovery. And another thing about Microsoft. Another thing. So, in the break, I had a chance to think about how the hell are you going to actually attach this? And I know, like, in the early, you know, I already had the idea, like, that we'll have a little probe. It's just going to go around and drag all this stuff and connect all the parts. But in terms of making the final connection, how do you do that? And I think my first thought, well, my third thought, but my first thought that made the slightest bit of sense is to give this one some monoprop and control authority just on these two parts. See? So that I don't have to give it to like quarters and sections and every one of them's got to have its own. Just these two parts would have their own monoprop and their own... And then, once we've attached each halve, it pushes itself into both of these docking ports. Huh? Yeah. So it's going to be pushing a lot of boingy weight around, but it's not going to have a lot of control, or, you know, a lot of thrust authority to do it. I think that's the best way to go. You can disagree with me if you'd like, but that's how we're doing it. Gotta put some RCS on it, you crazy cheese bowl freak, says Ashrochi. If you recorded, then post private videos to pawn. Nothing with clothing. I don't accept it. GPS shtick is to say the opposite of anything he sees and then sticks to his guns, says the Glaive. Microsoft is great, by the way. I just wanted to... So, yeah, you would need to have, like, your own monoprop, some resource to you, and you'd be able to push something in. So, I know in turn, at least the thruster blocks are easy enough to figure out, right? In fact, top and bottom would be the places that you'd want them more than anything. Yeah, that's exactly how I want you to attach, too. I'm surprised you're doing that, considering the nature of the build here, but good. Thank you. So that's... But, what angles are we missing? Well, you know, the others. All the others. For rotational purposes, I just have one, you know, I could just 4 times it. I could 4 times the symmetry. I dislike having a thruster port, like, right... Did I lose it? No, I'll never get it back again. No, but this is the way that it's attaching is the way that you want it to attach, my friend. You should probably just take that win, and then if you want to attach one here, do that as well. Did you attach on the inside of that, or did you attach on the outside over here? Yeah. Thank you for the consistency, Kerbal. If I go, let's see, if I do, from here, and then I put it into mirror mode, or maybe now radial, I don't know, because I can't see it, I can't get an angle because it's too far away. Nope. Nope, and we're not in the spaceplane hangar, so I can't adjust. I should have done this in the spaceplane hangar. 2 times symmetry, I can't go non-radial here, so forget it. You're just gonna have to put them in manually on either side of it. Yeah, it's somewhere in there. You stick it in, and then grab it on a not local offset, but an absolute offset with snapping. I click there, it should snap straight to the dead, bleeding middle, and it looks like it has based on where that is. Okay, let go of it now. Drop it. Drop it. Thank you. And then you, same thing. Click it once, snaps to the dead, bleeding middle, and then you two I would do the same with. Yeah. Snap to the dead, bleeding. Now you're inside the thing. Tier 10. Hair dryer in space, says Dramacian. Indeed. This does not look right at all. Does it? Doesn't look right. Doesn't look like they're on the right angle. No, I think I attached them too high. I think they have to be down here. Okay, and then you snap, and yeah, and I'll fix that in a minute. Oh, good lord. Oh, maybe I got that one in the right place, though. It actually looks like you did, Pawn. Okay, so that one's in the right place, and then try and not be embedded. Oh, yeah, this was the wrong building in which to build this, I think. You don't look like you're overly embedded, for whatever reason. Actually makes me think, go back to that and touch it again. No? You're okay? Okay. Then back to the local symmetry. Just eat it. I'll embed you a little bit. Are you in the right spot? You're totally not in the right spot, you prick. Alright, snapping. And then middle of that, and then grab it from a mile away, and then absolute with snapping, click it, now it worked. That's what I wanted to see, and then disembed it from a mile away where you just get, okay, without snapping, oh crap, I lost it. Without snapping, okay, not entirely embedded. Is that better? It's better, but not quite, yeah, a little bit embedded. It does need to look as though it's attached. And you guys, same deal, need to not be completely eaten by the space station. So there's those. It does need to have its own monoprop, which it does not currently. In that particular piece. It's also going to need its own control authority, which means it needs a probe. And I cannot attach anything more to either side of these, because that would be problematic. I could, however, put this stuff on the inside. Couldn't I? I could put it on the inside. Yes, I could do. And if I do it in the right way, then it won't even piss too many people off. If I put in, like, these roundified monoprop tanks, with some snapping, and then if I 2 times you... No, don't do that, Pawn. I suppose I could wedge it inside there. I don't... It's gonna have, it's a lot of monoprop for their final movements. They should just be handling their final movements. I really only need 1 ball. You know, a lot of people have told me that in the past. Pawn, you really only need 1 ball. Maybe I should just not have one of these. What would be the problem with that, Pawn? Rotating, you can... You're gonna have problems if you try and beat the system, Mr. Ronan Pawn, but you definitely need a radially attached ball here, and I want it at the center of mass so it's not screwing everything up. I mean, I could just snap one in there, be off axis to when it's coming up. That'll be an issue for us. 2 balls? 2 balls. 2 balls for every gentleman. What we're gonna say. So will you... Nope. Not gonna do it the way I want it to. Alright. 1 ball. I was just saying 1 ball would be the way to go here. And you're going to have major issues trying to launch this thing. Yeah, just 1 ball. 1 ball each. 2 balls for the whole station. And this side I don't even really have to worry about whether or not it's getting it, because we're going to work off of this side exclusively in terms of making sub-assemblies and whatnot. But what do you think of that? Is that good? Is that good enough? We need lights, right? I could use little navigation illuminators, or I could use some... Oh wait, Pawn, before you get away from it, you're going to need control, to be able to control this in some way. Yes, I am. So I'm going to put a smart core on there. Yeah, you're upside down, though. And I have it the right way. And then I'm going to, with snapping, or without snapping, whatever, I'm going to merge you in there. That's bad. Then you won't be able to click on it when you need it, Pawn. Alright, so we'll have a cell phone... It's gotta be in the right direction or else it won't control right when I go to try and control with it. A cell phone, put it up here, Pawn. Yeah, but it needs to be at the right angle. I was right to put it at the middle. So that I've got, you know, the control angle is correct on it. Will you give me the thing back? Thank you. Son of a biscuit. Pawn, isn't that a mod part? Yes, it is. There's a number of mod parts in here. When's the last time you saw that? Don't forget to try to put solar panels on the inside. I don't get that. Then when you get it to space, deploy only half of them and have the long heat dispensers on the other side. It's genius, Paul. Genius is parallel in order to make a poke bowl. Yeah, I'll get right on that, dude. True or 5, it's where they go to make their phone calls. Yes. Indeed. What did you do? You snapped back to... No, I didn't. I must have told you to do that. Will you control Y then? Go back to the place where I had it over there. Did I? Yeah, I had it over there. Yeah. Could put it on the inside. Just leave it, Pawn. That's enough. You've got a control authority part there. It's got monoprop. You can probe control it. Is it going to need its own antenna and stuff? I mean, well, let's look at the probe's, you know, ability to communicate. That's what we need. Jesus with the cheers, thank you. Suck my rainbow. That's actually what you said. That's what you said, Parallel. SAS, CurbNet access, something, data transmitter, antenna rating 5K. What's the next, like, normal deal? Also 5K on the probes. We'll be fine. We'll be close enough to other things that are... And we'll be right at LKO. And we've got a Tier 3 communications station, so we never have to worry about communications anywhere within Kerbin's planetary thing, as far as I'm aware. Does that make it? That's a thing? That's a thing. Tack some lights on it, unless there's something else that I need. Suck the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Skittles. Suck our rainbow. Navigation illuminator. Just to kind of make things, you know, look sensical, which is not going to happen on this pawn, but there you go. Rainbow illuminator, or just an illuminator. Light on from the start. I'm thinking like something in a blue, something in a nice blue. That's nice. I like that. So you'll have that there. And then the lights should be, I guess, in here, spraying out toward the, yeah. If you're gonna put lights on here, pawn, can you? Yeah, I can do like that now. So, but why you got that wicked angle on you, bro? No, I'll fix you. Don't worry. Just fix you like that. And then, no, like that. No, that's not. Okay, now I've screwed it. I've ballsed it. I twist you down, and I twist you over, and then I say, oh, that's close enough. Okay? And then turn you on, and you'll light some of this prick up. Oh, it'll be super bright over there. Okay, so maybe, maybe like, instead, you do, yeah, like that, 2 of these, pointing in this way, and then angle down, angle down, angle down. The one over there is the only one that's lit right now, for, you know, reasons. Just give it, and then give me absolute, and then can you get me straight up and down, please? And then maybe... Is that it? It's kind of it. You need to be on. You are on. Why, you know, illuminate, bro. He illuminates, just not the way you want it. Give me this, give me local. And then like so. And that'll light some of it up. And we gotta give it a color, don't we? What, maybe a red for the Ronin pawn? No, white is good for Ronin pawns. Well, even when it's white, it needs to be a blue-tinted white, because it just looks nicer. You know? The other kind puts you to sleep. So you have 2 of those like that, and then you grab the Illuminator Mark II that doesn't have quite as much power, but spreads out a little bit more. And actually, pawn, you could probably do this. Attach them to the sides, and then drag them where you need them, so that you don't have to do some crazy spins in order to get it working. You go, hello, pause! There's a cat in the room, and suddenly my, you know, internet queue just jumps through the roof. Everybody shows, what, he's got a cat on stream? Cat on stream! Did you light anything up from there? Anything? Yeah, meow! 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 Come on! Come on! No? Alright, well, fuck you. That's just barely any lighting whatsoever. What if I put a color onto it? Meow. 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 Come on. Come on up. Come see me sometime. The live stream is just waiting for you. That's all they want out of life. Do I have to grab you by the back of the neck? And pull you up? Pull you up? You're a little bit too weighty to be doing that these days. There's a Mr. Paws. There he is. What? You're sitting at my feet, you're meowing at me, you want to come up, and then I bring you up, and then you're like, oh, what are you doing? Don't bring me up. Don't step on the keys. You're going to accidentally delete everything. There you go. There you go. Will you just get comfortable in my hands and let me scratch you? Yeah. You know you like that. He forgets all about how uncomfortable he is when you do that a little bit. I love Mr. Kitty, says Bearsuit Lane. Yes. Solar panels and batteries spawn. Meow. Solar panels and batteries. Well, it doesn't need solar panels, does it? A few, I suppose. Maybe. Shy streamer shows puss on stream. Banned instantly. I should have named the friggin' live stream that. You know how many like extra views we'd get? Shy streamer shows puss on stream? Jesus. I mean, have you seen the stuff that's like #1 on YouTube's live streaming platform? It's like, you know, a Hearthstone player has sex, caught having sex on stream or something. You click in and you're like, that's not in here at all. It's not even part of what's going on. There's not even a joke in here about that. Good job, YouTube. Way to go. Tier 35 Cat. Also using this as a time to say that Starfield I made looks amazing in Planet Coaster. Indeed it does, Parallel, and I do mean to get back to Planet Coaster soon. It's been kind of hard to decide what we're going to do for the live streams lately. Because I want to start playing, you know, new games and testing new things and bringing new stuff to the channel, and at the same time I'm, you know, suffering under this weight of, yes, but we're supposed to be doing, we usually do. I want to get back to that, and I don't want to add any more live streams to the week, people. This is a lot. This is a lot for me. Solar panels, you say. Solar panels and what? Solar panels and electric. Solar panels and batteries. This doesn't need, it's going to attach to a space station. It's got a sound. But you're right, he needs some kind of electric storage, don't he? Oh, thank you for reminding me. So, something that attaches from the sides, just a small one. Just a small, we'll put it on the inside. Put it on the interior. Right? No, I don't need it on both sides. We're not even thinking about the other side of things here. You, sir, with snapping, find a spot. Flip up so that your things are in the right position. I think it's probably okay. Can't really see from, no, it looks horrible. It looks ass, didn't go in the right spot. Pawn, Jesus, hell. Just trying to get it, you know, centrifugal. Pawn, sorry for being completely oblivious, but what the hell are we building this big-ass ring for anyway? Oh yeah. I should have thought about that before I started it an hour and a half ago. It's for, I want to focus on tourism, and my idea of tourism is to do two things. Small little junket, you know, craft that go from one thing to the next, and two, to build utterly ridiculous large space stations that look like tourists would have fun on them. It's Planet Coaster meets Kerbal Space Program for me. You know what I want you to play? Also in Planet Coaster, you know what I want you to play, says Parallel. Also in Planet Coaster, you need to make a monorail and surround it in all the screens playing the Starfield so people think they're going real fast. That's not a bad idea. The monorail that exits out of the entrance could have like a corridor that does that. Yes, I love that idea. Mazeward Exelbirth cheering 5. I'll stop playing the game if you guys just want to keep throwing nickels at me. Dedicate a day or two for the sole purpose of trying new games until you find a game you want to play extensively. Then either dedicate that day to the new game or replace a game you've lost interest in. Simple enough, Mazeward Exelbirth. I've got a plan for Wednesdays too. I want to play American Truck Simulator because I enjoyed the hell out of that. It was a great stream, and I like just talking. Having a game in the background where I don't actually have to, like, build a friggin' space station and just we can chat about how Microsoft is ruining. I like that. So I'm thinking Wednesdays are going to be, I don't know if I should even tell you, because once I tell you, it won't show up. Wednesdays are going to be Zensdays. Zensdays, where I can rant on about Zen. Or, you know, that can be a thing that occasionally comes up when I'm feeling like talking about it. But I like that. Pawn Wednesdays, Zensdays. Cheer 5 Pawn, if you're going to be building a large space station, you need to try harder than this, to be honest. This guy's just... He thinks he's funny, but he's being rude. GP's Twitch. Jermaine's cheering 200. Nickels! Nickels? I dropped dollars! Wait a second. Surely I've got something that would be a good sound. I dropped dollars, baby! Okay, that wasn't. I dropped dollars, son! No, that wasn't it. I dropped dollars! Alright, none of those are really. None of those were appropriate. But thank you for the, say you divide by 5, and then it's 195, and then it's 15, and then carry the 2, and then it's 10, so it's 20, so it's 20. Thank you for the 40 nickels! Thank you for the 40 nickels! One's massive ring piece. I can read that one, Arch Roche. I can't read the one below it. Ah! Okay, so he's got electric. He needs to be able to, like, generate electric, too. I don't, like, he doesn't need that much going on. We've got electric generation, kind of, there. You know, you're not wrong. We don't have a large electric field for the space station up there. Do we? No, you really, really don't, my friend. This is never coming back down, which means I don't really need the, you know, retractable photovoltaic panels. And those are the largest things I've got. I never... Wait, no, I got the big ones. I got the Gigantors. Give me 2 times symmetry on this. What the hell? And then extend from the interior. They fit. They fit. I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea. A couple of Gigantors right on the, well, no, that's not fitting there. But, like, so that it's not blocking the logo, that's important. My branding is all I have in life at this point. Yeah. Like that, and then on the other side as well. Okay, those are not at the right angle, though. What are you doing to me, game? Come on, now. With your straight up and down, like so. Don't block the logo. They'll be blocking the logo when they start, like, rotating and stuff. Pricks, how would you do? You can't do that to me, you bastards. There. And there. I like that. I like that. You're off center of each other. You know what? You can fix that with absolute adjustments. You just click there, and then you click there, and then you click there, and you click there, and then everything should have snapped to its perfect dead center spot. Lovely! Loving every minute of it. Really am. Except for the minutes that I don't love, which there's quite a few of them. I mean, we call it Kerbal Rage Program for a reason. There you go. So there's power generation for the station in and of itself. This guy, however, is going to need a way to generate power for himself since he's a control unit that's going to, you know, finish the connection. This looks hideous. It looks absolutely disgusting to me. I hate it. And I just keep tacking stuff on there. Is there another angle I haven't filled with something? Yes, Pawn. Right under there. Oh, good. Absolute offset with snapping on and then click. Did you find your way to center? Way the hell over there. It doesn't look like you did. Nope. You need to be. Yep. Snapping. There. Grab you. Touch you. And you go off to one side again. You insufferable unicorn. I'll just do it by eye. Screw it. We can fix it later when we're trying to, you know, build all this stuff into a ship that can actually take it to orbit. Save it! Is there anything else that I'm really, really missing right now? Hitler's only got 1 ball. Goring, his 2 were small. Goring. Himmler has something similar, and poor old Goebbels has no balls at all. I don't know the names of Nazi peoples. You know, I decided they don't deserve my time. Who's the president of the United States of America? I don't remember the name. I don't remember. Look at that. It's friggin' perfect in terms of symmetry and circularness. Docking ports on the end of the lander cans. Good call. Good call, Dramacian. Absolutely. Now, the question is going to be big uns or small uns? We've got small uns here. I'm not sure what we've got up top. And that's going to be hard to maneuver like a large ship into. It's not like I can put new docking ports. This is already in space, so we can't. We're just building off of it for reference. I think we need more small ones. What we need. The big ones make sense for that particular spot, but now that you're thinking of it, Pawn, see if you can't find a place to shove in some small ones off of the ring, too. Not the Ring 2. I didn't see that movie. I don't recommend anyone does. I don't know. I don't know. We just, yeah. There you go. Both sides now have a large docking port, pushing out in that direction. The only, like, reasonable place for another smaller docking port. I don't want to block the window. You could have it from the bottom. From the bottoms of these is an idea. Pawn, you don't suppose the ring is going to block the sunlight from getting to the solar panels? You clearly don't know how the sun works. No, I probably will. I don't care. I like them where they are. And they're massive. One of them will catch enough. We're not even using power on this thing. We don't need power. It's really just there for the look. Plus, they'll be able to pick up the light from the lights that we're shooting out onto them. So that'll charge them up, right? Yes, I've figured out infinite energy. Just point a light at a solar panel, and then plug the solar panel into the light. Yeah, you need some docking port juniors. What if the docking port juniors were kind of here-ish? Just here-ish, I'm thinking? Like that? I'd want you on both, but you're not. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you are on both now. Good. You gotta be on the right. Is it up and down? So there, and then again with the old clicking it to snap, and then it doesn't snap and it's wrong, and thanks for your help, Kerbal. Put you there. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so 2 small ones on the bottom, and then 2 big ones over there. It'd be a horrible place to have this stuff. It's just gonna, anytime like something docks, it's like, evacuate the ring! We're all gonna die! Some nose cone pylons, and it would be a mini DS9. With the Ronin Pawn logos just poster boarded to every single angle of it. I don't hate what we've got here. I don't hate it. We don't really have any battery banks on the other one either, do we? I'll tell you what. To rip you off, please don't, like, destroy everything I've done until now. Save. I take you off. Oh, lovely. And then I go over to electrical. Okay, I could have a couple of my big 1Ks that I just got in. Wow, the 1Ks aren't even that they're not even the... Well, I could just have one of them there anyway. And then... in like so. Yeah, I mean... theoretically, you actually pass through that to move through the station, the battery bank, but, you know. It's Kerbal, you deal with what you what you got. What you do. That's only one 1K battery. It should really have more. I just hate tacking a whole bunch of them on here. I really dislike the idea of doing that. I could tack a bunch of you in here. It'd kind of make this look a little bit more like it's doing a thing. 3 of them, 4 of them, 9 of them. How are you for clearance? Still good for clearance. Yeah. Yeah, and that adds 2,000 more? No, 1,600 more to the 1,000 we just tacked on. That's 2,600 battery potential for these guys. Yeah, screw it. It's fine. Deep Space Pawn, says Hologram 1. Okay, I think that's it. We can generate electricity. This guy's got monoprop for himself in order to move things in. Both of them will have. Now it's a matter of, like, creating a bunch of sub-assemblies for each of the parts that we're going to have to take up individually. So, starting with what? Ozzy91 is now following. Thank you for the follow, Ozzy. I love your music. Please stop biting the heads off of bats, if you wouldn't terribly mind. If I have just one of these, okay, and this is going to be, so it's Pawn Ring 1, is it? Alright, so Pawn Ring 1. This is going to be the poster. It's the this marketing segment. That's it. That's marketing segment. Okay, because that's got, you know, the posters are all over the damn thing. I can rip you off because 2 of those make up that ring, so we've got that saved. PR1 marketing segment right there. You, sir, are going to have to be let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. My brain was just going, what about the attachment points and stuff? I think it should be okay. I think it should be okay. PR1 is the control, it's the tourist, it's the RC, it's the gap filler. No, it's the control point. Control gap filler. That's what we'll call it. The PR1 control gap filler. Because it controls, it's going to be the final thing to make the final move in to attach it. Thank you. And then that means all of this has been chronicled and could theoretically go away. I'm not going to, though, because we've spent an hour. But no, you saved it, Pawn. You're fine. Go ahead and throw it away. And then we got all this crap. All this crap. So, are these going to be things in and of themselves? I mean, I could use that as the, you know, core for a ship. I don't see why you couldn't, Pawn. Yeah, these can be one thing in and of themselves, probably. Make sure you've got the docking port from the right side when you select it. And I have. And so that is going to be the PR1, Puerto Rico 1, this is the spoke, just the spoke, wait, in fact, that's what we'll call it, thus spoke Zarathustra. Yes, I believe it's spake, actually, but, you know, it'll remind me that it's spoke, and then I can throw you away as well, and you're completely gone. And then last but not least is going to be this little fella. This little fella here will attach like so. You are the PR1 nipple hub. Alright. Ooh. I already saved it. It should have been the powered nipple hub, because it stores a lot of electricity for us. Alright. We're good. We've got all of the pieces now. I would rip that part off as well, just ceremoniously, to say, there, done, taken care of, all good. Now it all needs to go up to space, and someone needs to push them into, you know, position and whatnot. So, goodbye, Pawn Ring 1 Mark 1. Don't save you, because, you know, you at least work as a prototype. Now we need to build something that can actually take any of that crap to space.
Great. Good, Pawn. Good.
Well, the sub-assemblies, how do they work when you load them as the first thing? Because I could use the, not the nipple hubs, but the thus spoke Zarathustras as the first part, absolutely. And then you would just need to, oh, crap, no. You need to, your root part, okay, that didn't work. Root part? Root part. Can I change the root? You can't change, okay, let me just attach one other thing. And now I can change the root part. There we go. Thank you. And upright, if you don't mind terribly, and then throw this away. That is the core of several of our ships, basically. I think that's what we're gonna do. Something like that. What will work? This will never work, says the glaive. It will! Yes, it will! Work! Have faith! And twerk! I have faith of the heart. How is he going to light up the spokes in each segment exactly? Oh. I hadn't thought about that. How do you build ring things in space if this isn't the way you do it? You've got to assemble, you got to take them up. Otherwise, you're just hacking them into space, aren't you? Does everybody just hyper-edit these things into space? It'll be tricky. I'll give you that. But we'll get it done. You threw away the docking port, says Dramacine. Did I throw away a docking port? What did I... Yeah, I ripped the docking port. Oh, that's right. No, I ripped the wrong... You're right. You're right. I was trying to rip off that I added. And no, it was that. Thank you. Thank you. And then up. Up, son. So that's the core of a ship. And we'll control from there. And the whole damn thing's going to need to be hidden by other things. I have no idea how to make this, guys. I got no idea how to build this. You know? Giant friggin' fairings just sucking up everything. And what's our weight right now? 2.74 tons. It's not that heavy, actually. Okay. Okay. I mean, the fairing's gotta, like, encompass the entire friggin' ship at this point. Right? That's horribly unaerodynamic to have that. as it is. And I can't change any of this because it's built perfectly for the thing. I have to, like, wrap the whole deal in something. Well, there you go, Pong. You just figured it out. Did I? No, probably not, actually. Give me a 2.5 meter fairing, I think. Pong, have you ever considered doing a sexy ASMR stream? Would that involve nudity? Because I've considered those kinds of streams. Not on this platform. They won't let me. Bastards. No, well, yeah, if I finish writing my novel about the guy who, whatever and something and the other. You know what, Pawn? What? You don't have to make that long. You just bring it out and then you suck it back in. Okay? Like that. Beautiful! Beautiful! Now we've covered off that part of things that is very unaerodynamic. These guys are going to be exposed to space, or to the air as we're going up. If I finish I definitely want to keep writing on that story that I had. It's just been, you know, it's been a busy week, so I haven't turned to that. And then, up above it, if I was up above it, I suppose I could just do, instead of having another fairing there, if we presume this is the tip, I could just do something like that, and then a nose cone on the toppy tip? Is that... Perfect! One that looks just slightly less stupid, if you wouldn't mind. Alright, what about you? Yeah, it still looks pretty stupid, Pawn. Good. I've maintained. Okay, you know, there's our control place. That's part of the load, but the rest of the load... In fact, you could bring this down and you could attach things to the outside of the... Let's go look at some of our other sub-assembly parts that we need to take up, because we need a lot of them. I should have taken account of how many we needed, because I didn't. The nipple hub, no. Moon, no, PR1, why PR1, 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 and then there's the moon tractor between the P's? Because you're sorting them by mass. So sort these by name. Nipple hub marketing segment. I've got a lot of marketing segments that need to go up here. And, let's see, so you attach via, like that. Yeah. I'm just experimentating here. How the hell would I do this? Lord only knows, Ronin Pawn. Because I can't change anything too much, you know? That's the difficulty that I'm gonna run into. What if you attach to here? What if your mother was, whore? What if I said that to you? Huh? I gotta get these segments on here, and I gotta come up with a way that makes sense that I can kinda half standardize, sorta, almost, kinda. Half. You know? You know what I'm saying? What I'm thinking is, like, straight off of here, creating, like, an attachment point. If it's between the things, then we might be okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a brainy activity in order to make happen. I don't think I can do this on a live stream. I don't think I can do this on a live... I gotta sit here and do it on my own, don't I? On my own time. Probably. Because what I'm thinking right now is like a bicoupler that would attach there, and then the bicoupler would allow me to attach a couple of these off of either side of the main core that goes down like that. You could probably take both of the spokes up at once. Yeah, but then I need two of those too, so that's might as well not. Right. Right, sure, you're right. Tri-coupler somewhere? I mean, if I just stuck a tri-coupler down here, and then did like this. Huh? There's a simple solution that's gonna break all of the game. Right? It's good! It's not good, Pawn. Take it back off, and then spin it until you get some kind of... In fact, I need to be looking at it from this side, don't I? You need to be looking at it from the side that... You could just build a rocket and add the spokes radially. Wait. Tier 10. Gohan. The spokes radially like you would SRBs. With detachment points? Yeah. Yeah, and then hide them underneath a giant fairing. Yeah, that's not a bad way to go. Let me tinker with this, because you know me. I like to do the stupidest thing that I possibly can. Okay, now that's on correctly. And then they spray out... Who needs fins? Who needs fins? These will work as fins! They'll create just enough drag to keep us stable as we're going up on 3 axes. Right? You all know I'm correct. Yes, Pawn, that's what we were thinking. Correct. Those were the words that we were going to describe it as. Yeah! Yeah, baby! I'm staring at the outhouse VC list waiting for Para to scare Pawn. Don't... No. No, that brings 3 of those up with me. The trying to radial attach something, it would work, it's a good idea, but I've got the wrong attachment point. That's going to be trouble. A little bit of trouble for me. Because, you know, whenever you use the sub-assembly menu, it's always a matter of trying to figure out, how do I get the attachment point to stop being what it is? Because it doesn't work here, but it worked in the design phase. How many times is this rocket going to flip during launch? Once? Twice? 7 times? Vote now. I think that's good. I think those will work as fins. They'll create stabilizing drag at the rear of the ship. Be beautiful. Be beautiful. Now all we have to do is lift it. We're only at 5.58 tons. Good God, man. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy lift. This is lighter than some little satellites that you've sent up, you know? I have very little idea of how to do this or what I would go about doing. 043, I'll tell you what, I'll make one that we all know is going to fail. We'll launch it and then we'll say, alright, next live stream, I'll have some idea what the hell we're doing. Because this is not gonna go. I'm gonna need what you're talking about, radially mounted fuel and engines is what we're going to be going for here. So coupling, give me maybe even the hydraulic manifolds. We'll see. Larger lift me away radial segments is what we're going to be looking for. GP Twitch, cheering 5. Well, it's a satellite, not a saddle heavy. My saddle heavies have been heavier than this thing. Where are you going to put that, Pawn? I have no free. You put it up top, and then you can... You put it no, put it up top, and then you can strut at the bottom, is the thing. These 3 will hold the fuel that takes us to space. Pawn, yeah. I don't know if you've thought this thing through. Oh, I know that I haven't thought this thing through. Not at all. There you go. It's brilliant, is what it is. Some liquid fuel for us, and we strut them in there, and then these engines are going to be way overkill. If I give every one of them an engine, it's going to be too much. Because we don't have any, you know, weak engines. I put some sparks on there. That's not going to work. We're going to have Terriers have a horrible at sea level thrust. Actually, some of the bargain rockets stuff might work. This is... What can you do in terms of TWR? 0.68, not enough. If I put 3 swivels, the TWR is going to be insane. No, 1.77. It's not that insane. And you don't even have enough Delta V to get there. This isn't bad. I mean, it's bad. But, you know, under a certain, if you just limit your conditions, this isn't bad. Give me just 3 of those. 3 of those for getting up through space. Okay. Yeah, the TWR on those is not out of control. And with this much fuel, we've got enough Delta V to... It's too much, actually. It's too much. If I take off and I replace with just half stacks, and then I have you guys, now my TWR is going to be out of control. Yeah. Because you're not carrying all that weight at launch. TWR 2.15 atmospherically, we start with 1.68. And then some SRBs, because that's about what I want, is like 2800 Delta V on the liquid fuel engines, and then some SRBs. Don't look at what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm saying. I feel your judgment. I feel it. Can I get smaller radial decouplers, or... Like, I need... There's nowhere where these are gonna fit in. Yes, there is. Where? Where would they possibly fit in? We're gonna go old school. Old school, baby. SRBs mounted to the bottoms of the liquid fuel engines. Yeah, that's how you do. That's how you do it. What kind of SRBs? Well, I'm hoping that the hammers are actually enough. Where's the hammer? 3 of these hammers. That's a lot. Gives us 1.68 TWR. Gives us 436 meters per second of delta V. Not quite enough. No. No. That wouldn't be enough lifting off kind of thing. So give me the thuds or thumpers or whatever. Wow, thumpers. They're too long. They're too long. You guys, the 3 of you... Okay, and then you can burn these off as you fly. That's probably not the best idea. There, Pone and Ron. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, well, that's why it's not the best idea. Take you, put you on this side instead. Huh? Huh? He's a genius. The man's a friggin', you know, in that sense that people who have mental deficiencies are kind of geniuses, you know, that way. 436 meters per second of delta V is not enough off of the SRBs, but if I increase to the next size, it's way too much. Increase to the next size, Pawn, and then strip some solid fuel out of there if you're really concerned about it. Look it! It's perfect. Is that what you call perfect? It's perfect. And 3656 meters per second, delta V total, 1.71 TWR off the pad. Go to atmospheric and give me something like a 1.25 off of the pad. This is not, you know, the numbers aren't bad anyway. And then we strut it up. From where to where? From here. With snapping, please. From there to there. Okay, now it's supported at the top and the bottom-ish. It won't be supported in the middle, though, once you drop the SRBs. Okay, more struts. That's all you need. It's just more struts. It's a situation for more struts. So then, you from, I think, there. And then... Oh, don't attach to the Ronin pawn part. No, I don't want it. I don't want... You're going to leave little things on it that I don't want there. You got to be above the Ronin pawn part. That's my marketing. It's the only reason why any of this makes the slightest bit of sense, and most people would say none of this makes sense, pawn. There. Kind of. Go up a little bit. Thank you. And then you as well. Just to make my mind feel better about the whole thing. There. Strutted at multiple points. Huh? No problem. Everything's gonna work. Oh my god, he's really bringing the dangling pasta elbows. Of course I'm bringing the dangling pasta elbows. We've got extra delta V to accommodate for it. Sure we do. So SRBs fire first, then you drop those, and then you fire the liquid fuel engines, and then you drop everything because you'll be at space. And you won't have any way of, like, doing anything from there. Good. Good. Perfect. Just as I always, you'll be, you know, it'll be in orbit. And that'll be just that. That'll just be that. I don't think that's what you want, Pawn. You don't know what I want. You don't know from what I want. I think I know, Pawn. You don't. But you don't, though. You could lose, and then we can drop this too. Wait, give me enable staging on that. Okay. And then you would pop off when we get to space. Okay, which would be somewhere, it needs its own stage is what it needs. Right there, we fire the clown hat off into space. Good. And then let's drop all of those 3, and then you have no way of propelling yourself from there on. Excellent. Excellent. The Pilgrim can move it, says Germasian. Can it, though? The Pilgrim doesn't have the right size docking port to drag the whole thing, as it is presently. As it presently is, it just doesn't have it. However, were I to hide a smaller docking port under the clown hat, maybe, and a smaller docking port under the clown hat, that's going to cause major aerodynamic issues if I just do it like that. But you know what I'm going for here anyway. You know what I'm going for here. Because that can detach from that, and that can detach from that. No, Pawn. Just keep the clown hat. Keep the clown hat, Pawn. How did you overlook this? Of course, the solution is keep your clown hat. It's always that with an FL10 adapter, and then you, okay, clown hat connection for the tow ship that's going to come up and pull it somewhere. Yeah, let's make this as complicated as friggin' possible, Pawn. Good call. Thank you. Thank you. I'm proud. I'm actually quite proud. And then, small nose cone. On the tip. Perfect. Clown hat. Jermason, you're sending him deeper down the rabbit hole. You're making him believe that any of this will work. It's all going to work. So actually, I don't want you, staged. You're not staged, but you're staged. Okay? So, enable staging on you. Now, when we get to space... You're never getting to space, Pawn! Did we not explain this to you? You are never getting to space. We'll drop that when we get to space. We want to drop all those. It still needs to be able to push itself the last little bit into space, is the thing. You know? You're not getting to space, Pawn. Because we don't want to drag these fuel tanks all the way up here. If those fuel tanks get us completely into space, and then when we decouple them, they have separatrons on them, right? Engines, Paul. Engines. Yes. Then the separatrons can push them backwards down into the atmosphere. So we just barely get to space, then we detach these, and then the separatrons at 50% thrust. No, 100%. 50% thrust. It's going to cause them to just spin in all of the directions. Alright, well then 2 of them on either side. We got lots of delta V here. Yeah, you got lots of delta V, son. Just tons of it. Is that right? Yeah, that's good. Okay, are you at 50% as well? They're both thrust limited similarly. Cool. Now we're at an exactly 3,600 meters per second of delta V. It's perfect. This is the game telling me what you've done right here. This is fucking genius. You're good, man. You're good. You've nailed it. So that's more of the staging. We fire the SRBs, they take us up, then we drop the SRBs and fire up the liquid fuel engines, and we get up here into space, we drop off the tip of the clown hat. Alright, it pushes us into a nice stable orbit, and then the separatrons fire as we detach the liquid fuel stage, and something profit. Yeah, so now I need this to, oh crap, is this going to be in the way of everything? I need to build a fairing. Okay, you need to come out by, yeah, your minimum kind of a tick there. That's what you need. Oh, you're going to be kind of in the way, aren't you? Kind of. Do that, and then can I get you to attach? And I can. I just cheated the game. Cheated the freaking game. Suck on that game. Yeah! Yeah! Maybe a little bit down, and then it doesn't look so much like you're cheating the game. Just slide them down. Slide them down a bit. What about not getting the pokers on the... Don't worry about it. It's good. We're still good there. Just a little bit up. Because I want it to look like I'm cheating the game just a little bit. You know, I just don't want to be too cheating the game. There's a certain level of cheating the game where it's like, oh, no, that's good. No, that's good. And then grab these guys. Jermason, choose 100. Time to recruit the crazy pilot to fly it. Oh, that's right. We get pilots. I wonder if the bot is capable of that presently to do a recruitment. What's going on here? What happened with my friggin' you didn't, and the fairings or the struts you didn't do right, and I don't think you've got them in the right place there. Grab it again. I think it's here, and then I just pull you straight across, and then everything should, yes, attach like that. You stupids. And how are you guys doing down there? You're broken also. Good, just the way I wanted. Have you here? That's wrong, Pawn. You don't know from wrong. Oh, I know from wrong. Trust me, I'm an expert in wrong. Now that actually... That looks right. I might be wrong. You could be. I've been wrong about everything until now. Yeah, that's wrong. Struts are struts. As long as they're touching, it's fine. Will you stop being green, please? Ugh. Okay. Okay, 3,520 meters per second of delta V now. What the hell just happened? Huh? What just happened? I was better off before. SRBs, and then the liquid fuel, and then we drop we shoot off the clown tip, right? And then oh, it's because I added the fairing back on. I added the fairing back on like a person doing a thing that made some sense. Yeah, I don't like 3520. I don't think that's gonna work. I think the rest of this is fine. It's gonna be just fine. But that was gonna be our failing there. Give me more fuel. 3693. This is too much. This is too much. Like, give me less fuel. The only thing that's going to make this work is less fuel. There we go. 3609. It's the game telling me I'm perfect. I don't have those, yeah, you guys aren't attached in the right way anymore. Do it again. Do it for the 9th time. On a craft that we all know isn't going to fly. Why are we still watching this fool? That's a question you should probably ask yourselves. I would not, yeah. Craft 043, you know, Puerto Rico delivery system. The PR1 is going up in chunks and segments like that. Huh? And it's even got, it doesn't even need flames at the bottom because it comes with its own flames. Right? Remember, this ship is a piece of Pawn's mind, says Archroshi. Yes. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? I think it's beautiful. Is there SAS on this thing? Okay, so we need some SAS. I just had a thought. I was just in my head. I just realized, you know what we could use is maybe some SAS, like a massive SAS control. I'm gonna need more fuel. We're gonna need like an advanced reaction wheel, large, right at the top. 3583 is the delta V we're left with after I put the SAS on. It'll be controlling from the tip, which is good. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got it. That's nailed. Nailed it! Okay, so let's see if we can get somebody in here to fly. Wait, check your staging one more time, Mr. Ronan Pawn. SRBs followed by dropping all of the things. Wait. Ah, my clown tip was gonna come off. See, now that's early. You don't want your clown tip blowing off before you're ready. So you'd be when we get to space, because I want to be dragging all that weight, that small nose cone. That's huge. Think of the savings we'll get. SRBs, liquid fuel, drop the clown tip because we're in space, and then drop them and fire them back at the atmosphere, and we're in a nice stable orbit. Oh, you also need to come off when we hit space. So yeah, just 4 stages too, and it'll be completely towable by the Pilgrim, which is already up at the hammer, PBR hammer. It's good. It's good. It's good. Leave it here because I need to recruit an idiot. An idiot. I wonder if raffles are working. Raffle open. Are raffles working? Question mark. Without the question mark, because I don't want to give Nobot even more to deal with. Raffle open. Are raffles working? Could just be taking his time. Could just be he's thinking about it. Are raffles working? Did I fix that? Have I got that? I don't think raffles are working. Random viewer perhaps is working. Good God, the stream's really delayed badly. The bot isn't working, says the Glaive. Well, is random viewer working? Random view is the bot online. Random viewer. He could just be thinking. Shotgun. What? Otherwise, you accrue angular twist and the ring doesn't close. Huh? Huh? Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's working for being able to select a pilot from chat in a random way, in a nicely purely random way. Shoot, I don't like being in this position. Jebediah, get out of there. Here are the people who are already in here. Need a pilot for this. 14th Doctor's a pilot. Athakra Kerman's a pilot. Athakra, you're at the bottom of the list. Oh, you're a level 0 pilot. Yeah, get some skills first. 14th Doctor's a level 2. The Noose Lord 6 is a level 2. If you have a hat, we have names, says Gohan0646. I don't have it. It takes too long. I've written them down before and juggled them in a hat. It took forever. The 14th Doctor, Kerman, you're going to fly this thing. Sorry, we're working on the bot. The bot is getting overhauls and underhauls, just holes in general. I wonder if this thing's going to even sit on the pad. You're going to be thanking me that the 14th Doctor is flying this thing in a moment, and not one of you. You wait. You wait. Okay. Ronan Tilly says, what? Ronan Pong, your chats show up in chat before you even start typing them on stream. That's part of the design. That is all part of the design. Okay, you want 14th Doctor just want to duck. So clamps is what I'm thinking. Maybe a clamp or two? Maybe a clamp or two. 14th Doctor is still in there. There we go. Yep. No, I know. Thanks. Thanks. Alright, so just want to revert to the vehicle assembly. So a clamp or two. Just a nipple clamp. Yes, GP's twins. Just 1 or 2 nipple clamps would be. That's all we needed. Other than that, perfect, flawless design. It's going to stabilize itself without fins because of everything that I've done here. I mean, a clamp. Just 1 or 3. Just 1 or 3. It's probably good. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, yeah. Grab from up there and grab the whole ship. Lower it down. Not into the ground. There you go. Perfect. Ready to go. Excellent ship. Designed with all of the science in mind. Is the crew still in there? 14th Doctor's still in there. He survived the last one too, so he's earned his stripes here. No, you need to probably, you want those to come off when you launch, is one of my ideas that I had. You may not like it. Wait a second, actually, the weight of this craft changed. Yeah, and our TWR on the SRBs has diminished. So give me more of the SRBs at takeoff. So we've got 1.26. That's what we want. And launch, no problems. Now, Tier 5. Why lower it down to the ground? The higher the clamps, the closer you are to space already. I am just wasting Delta V that way. You're right. You're right. That's the only... Okay, so I've made one mistake today, then. I've made one foolish move today. Other than that, I made that, and it's just going to work. SAS on throttle to full. You're upside down. 14th Doctor, you seem to be upside down a bit. Surely I can just control from the clown tip. You know, if we just clown tip it, we just I need to go out and then can I? Yeah, right there, control from here. There we go. There we go. See, no problems. That was part of it. I knew that was going to happen. That was part of my design. I cannot imagine this not working perfectly. SAS is on. Throttle is to full. 14th Doctor, hit the space bar in 3, 2, 1, fire.
You trying to launch a ship without me, Pawn?
Yes, because it's very difficult. I'm getting the part in this week.
Okay, I'll just go eat some of your dad's veggie burgers. They're delicious, aren't they?
I don't know. Yeah, they taste pretty. They smell just amazing when you're hungry and you're doing a live stream. Let me tell you about that. 14th Doctor in 3, 2, 1, higher. Just enough TWR to take off, and we've cleared the pad. That's a success. I'm calling that a success. Whatever happens after here, that was a success. Okay. At 40 meters per second, I'm going to try and dip us down the bowl just a little bit to try and encourage us to head in the direction we want, and it's working. And it's working. We've got strong SAS in here from the giant advanced reaction wheels at the tip of the thing. Holy, it's actually quite stable. It's intensely overstable. I'm going to put on some aerodynamic forces so we can see how those 3 things at the bottom are helping to stabilize us as we go up. Just a perfect flight so far. All you naysayers, you know, all you other Slim Shadys, I am the real Slim Shady, and you need to stop imitating. And now we're going to have a ton of control authority thanks to the swivels. Okay, that was at about 4.6K, I think, that we dropped the SRBs. We're seeing some drag, I'll give you that, at the bottom there. A little bit. Nothing to be worried about. Just standard, average, ordinary, everyday drag that you'll see on any given craft. It's normal. And that little wobble in the back, that is for stability's sake. It's supposed to auto-correct by shifting its weight, you know, into the position that you want it at. That's going to be most helpful. 285 meters per second, and we've burned through 1/3 of our fuel. 300 meters per second and 1/3 of our fuel. That's what we'll say. That's easier to follow. We're at 12 kilometers with an APWAPS of 15K, and I'm turning down the bowl way too fast now. I am going to stop turning down the bowl. I mean, 14th Doctor, stopping turning down the bowl at 40 degrees on the bubble, and that did not actually... in fact, you're going to have to pull back up, 14th Doctor. I'm going to need you to just pull us back toward the sky. That's not, you're not doing that thing. Okay, lots of control authority on this ship. I want to remind you, intense amounts. The SAS, just incredible, and also the swivels. Lots of, this is as much up as I can now point the ship anymore. And I have to apply all of the forces in order to get it there. Okay, so that was just an error in my flight plan. The ship is fine. I just needed to go up higher before I turned over. Okay, that's all that was. Liquid fuel got us to 900 meters per second. There's a little bit of drag back there. Sure. That's a given. But we expect, that's normal in any given flight. And we're in space now, so we deploy that. We fire those off. And then we're good. It's nice. It's definitely. Okay, so revert back to just the launch. No changes needed. I want to fly this. I want to fly this up. A slightly later gravity turn. Not much, and it will go to space today, says Rune Antilles. You really think so, Rune? I want it to. I certainly want it to. Can I have my control point from somewhere in here again? If you don't mind, terribly. If you could just give me... Okay, no, that's not... if I do that, and then I move in on you... Oh, there you... No, not you. Not anyone but you is what I want. If you just... Oh, there it is. There it is. Control from here. Got it. 14th Doctor, just a little bit later on the gravity turn, and all that massive amount of drag that you were seeing that was just sucking away at the delta V that you've got won't even be an issue. SAS on, throttle to full, and in 3, 2, 1, fire! I can't believe it flies, honestly. I'm quite happy to see that Kerbal Space Program will still deal with some of my more ridiculous concepts in terms of, it actually going up. I'm going to let this speed up to like 60 meters per second, and then I'm going to start turning us down. I mean, just a little bit of change, a little bit of difference makes a huge difference when you get going. In fact, you want to just, follow your prograde? Let's see if it's just following its prograde will work. Go ahead and I'll dip you down. I'll pull you a little bit in the direction I want you as I want you. Yeah, you need to come down more. Alright, give me stability assist again. I can't let 14th Doctor fly this thing. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Solid fuel's about to burn out. And dropping the solid fuel boosters. And now, what's our TWR starting off? 1.8 is what we had there. Come on. Come on down, baby. We're at 6 kilometers, 210 meters per second, and still very, very high on the ball, but I think that's for the best, considering what just happened there. Okay, now follow your prograde. Now follow your prograde. Go ahead and let it just pull you down. APWAPS at 13.5 kilometers as we're pushing up there, and our prograde is starting to fall the way we want it to. It's late, sure, but we need to get to space with this thing. It's very late, Pawn. I'm just spinning it around so that my ball looks the way that I want my ball to look. Thank you. You're following your prograde nicely down the ball. At 22 kilometers, and we're at 60 degrees on the bubble. At 55, really. This isn't bad. That tail is a wonderful stabilizing device. Think of a badminton ball or an arrow's feathers. That's what I was saying all throughout the construction. Rune Antilles, on my side. Huh? Listen to this man. He knows what he's talking. I'm definitely late on the turn there. Follow your prograde. Oh, I didn't click it. I thought he was following his prograde. He wasn't. Well, no, that was intentional. Because look at where we are on the liquid fuel. Go ahead and pull it down. Pull it down. 57, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3. Not only you and me. Okay, just killing the engines now. And following prograde. We have a... Alright, don't kill the engines. Don't kill the engines. I need a little bit more because we came up real fast. Push me out to 71.5. What do we got in delta V? 525 meters per second of delta V remaining. When I pop these, my nose cone and my fairing will go, which will give us a little bit more delta V. I don't think we have enough to make the speed that we need. I know we don't have enough to make the speed we need. So, we need a lot more delta V because of the drag that we're adding. But, hey, you know, badminton equals shuttlecock. Yes, this is my shuttlecock to space. Go ahead and warp me via fizz warp right on up to space. I mean, I could have done it more efficiently. I'll give you that, absolutely. But, you know, I didn't, so here we are. 69.5. Okay, slowing down now, and once we're in space, spacebar, get rid of that stuff. Now we're up to 534 meters per second. Huge change. Yeah, that was not, we didn't make any speed, really. Give me stability assist as of now, and fire. Okay, burning. Don't let the AppWabs get behind you now. No need to let that AppWabs get behind you. There you go, okay. 100 and some meters per second left. We're almost there, and orbit. 1,400 meters per second of the speed that we need, which is, we only needed 1,000 more meters per second of speed, we would have had it. Damn it. And then if I let you guys go, test. It's fine! Those are fine, they do exactly what you want them to do. Kind of. Sort of. They're going down. You guys, what's your periapsis? Yeah, they definitely are going down. There's negative 500 on the periapsis. Well, we're negative 434 on our periapsis. Right. Right. Sure. No, I'm aware. Follow your prograde. It's a badminton. We want to see where it comes down. You know, we're playing a game with Russia. So. Holy poop, he actually did it, says GP's Twitch. Yes, I did. No. I flew it to space. It needs a lot more delta V because of the drag that it's picking up from here, if we're going to actually get it there. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to accomplish this right here, right now, in this live stream with a subtle change to the ship. We're just going to add more fuel. We're just going to add more fuel, because this apparently is a good design. Don't laugh. This is a good design. Take you off. Take that off. I need to duplicate. I need tall stacks, alright? And it's going to change, like, thrust to weights and stuff like that, but it'll work out. Trust me. I got us here. And that's why we should trust you? Zorglov Cheering 10. That's a hell of a Christmas tree stand, Pawn. In it, though? In it? Why is my Delta V showing up that way? Don't show it to me that way. You guys are going to need all of the TWR you can possibly get to carry this thing up. Ah, that's atmospheric. And look. 1.24 atmospherically off of the SRBs carrying that extra load. We have 3,840 meters per second now in Delta V that we're carrying up on these guys. We got a 1.72 TWR off of the liquid fuel, which is 1.34. This is a perfect ship, except for, you know, the drag and whatnot. But other than that, this is the way you want to build a ship. The numbers are right. I don't think an extra 200 Delta V is going to get you there, Pawn. If I fly it better, you're probably right. Still no. So we will drop the launch stability, the clamps, and then we fire the SRBs. We drop the SRBs and fire up the liquid fuel. We pop the top, and it never stops. G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander. Hi, Paws. How are you? You want to shriek for the? Yeah. Meow. 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 Alright, 14th Doctor's still in the pilot seat. 3,800 and some Delta V this time. If I fly it better, and I get it to turn down, and we make more of that burn all at once, we're probably still not going to have enough because it's a lot of drag. RMAJ is so tired but doesn't want to go to sleep at 7:30 p.m. You're an East Coast guy. SAS on, throttle to full. Damn it. I gotta do this again. What do you gotta do, Pawn? Oh, I gotta be able to touch. Can I get it from the side, actually? Maybe all this work and I could have gotten it from the side. Yeah, you can. Control from there. Cheer 10. He wants a cheese bowl. Astromace, maybe he wants a cheese bowl. I want a cheese bowl. Don't remind me. I'm hungry as hell. SAS throttle to full. This is the last flight. This is the one that's going to work. 14th Doctor in 3, 2, 1, fire. And we're up and away. And with that countdown, you can, you know, judge how closely I've gotten with the audio delays to try and rematch them. Because it's a bugger, let me tell you. This time I'm going to start my turn down at 50 meters per second. And then I'll just push this a little bit off. Push this a little bit off. There we go. Just nudge us. Nudge us down to the east. Last time it was 60, and I totally screwed that up. The first time it was 40, and that we never got anywhere near space. This time, 50, the perfect mark. That's what I should have done in the first. That's what I always usually do, actually, is 50 meters per second. I don't know why I didn't do it. Well, you just forgot, Juan. Your numbers in your head. They ain't working so good. Oh! I forgot about the whole switching over thing. Look at the drag. Look, it's also creating lift, though, which is helping us. Is it helping? It's helping me! Spin it over a little bit. How are we doing? 55 kilometers. 5.5 kilometers. I'd love 50. No, 55. It's 7,000 is what we're at right now. Don't confuse yourself, Quan. There's enough to be confused at. Our turn down the ball is far better this time. Far better. Far, far better. You're moving off to the north, though, and I don't really need that from you, is what I'm going to say. I'm going to have you try and hold your SAS down there and keep turning over. 11 kilometers. That's 12 kilometers we've gotten to now. Things are exploding on the surface. Apoap's height of 16 kilometers. Germasian cheering 10. No struts. Oh, the struts. I ripped the struts off the bottom, and I'm still managing to nail it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hold up here, if you can. Okay, you're gonna have to hold that, because, oh, I might have turned over too quick. Come on, baby. Come on, you hold up at 35 degrees, and our prograde will sink down below us. But we're generating lift. And drag. And lift. Okay? And it looks like we've got the control authority to actually keep pushing here. How are we doing on liquid fuel? About a quarter of our liquid fuel remaining. We have 850 meters per second of speed. Apoap's at 33 kilometers. The longer this burn, the more efficient it is. I'm still holding. I'm still holding where we are right now. Oh, I want to tip down toward prograde. I really do. I really do. We're down to almost no liquid fuel remaining. Come on, down on your prograde now. Okay, in fact, just go. Feel free to follow your prograde from here on out. 67, 8, 9, 71, 72 kilometers we just made, and we are scrubbing a ton of it off as we go through. Wow, the drag, tons and tons of drag. We only have 149 meters per second delta V remaining. We are nonetheless closer to an orbit than we were last time, because the 1,500 and some meters, we'll probably have 1,400 by the time we hit our Apoaps, is a lot closer than we were last time. We need a lot more fuel or a lot less drag is what needs to happen. Oh, we're not making space anymore. Burn, 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 burn. Thank you. 70.5, and I got 127 meters per second delta V remaining. We might need a second stage, or a third stage, rather. Might need a, we got to space stage. It's probably what we're looking for on a craft such as this. But I'm proud. Here we go. Now up to 129 meters per second after doing that. Apoap's right on top of us. Holy crap, give me stability assist, and fire the engines. Ah! And we're out. And we're out. But 1,570 meters per second. Let you go. Perfect. Gets right past us. All goes back. Periapsis, negative 394,000. So maybe this isn't the best shaped craft to do this with. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I know one thing. What do you know, Pawn? Do you have the big SRBs? Oh, I've got the big SRBs. Ooh. Just swap out for huge SRBs and then have more liquid fuel? I was just going to quit. I was just going to quit and say, we'll have this for next time in KSP. And you just drew me back in because that could be like a sudden instant fix, couldn't it? I do have the big SRBs. Revert to vehicle assembly. One more. One more go. Just one more. That's all we need. That's all we need. Germasians, it's your fault. It's his fault. If you hate this, it's his fault. Rip these off. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And then give me engines, and the big uns. Sort it by mass so I can find them. What just happened? No, don't search. Sort by mass. No, not you. Jesus, God. Give me the sidekicks. Sidekick SRBs. 3 of them. And then up like so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that'll work. 4.7 billion delta V now. You need less, you need some thrust limiting off of the pad. We're going to start again with 1.25-ish kind of an area. Keeps me safe while leaving the lower atmosphere. And we're going to have a ton of liquid fuel. We don't even need all that liquid fuel anymore, but what we definitely do need this time is struts. Definitely some struts. You're going to want some struts on that. Where you didn't have struts before, now you're going to want some struts, is what I would say. I would recommend some struts. Strut to strut, whatever, good enough. That'll hold everything. You might want some struts on the SRBs, Paul. Really? You think? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. Well, then the SRBs want another as well. In fact, from here to here, that's there. That's horrible. It'll work though. It's Kerbal. 4.7. Friggin' that hurts my brain to think that I'm bringing that much. Keep it, says Rune Antilles. All right, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. We're gonna call you the Mark II now. I've been saving under the Mark I. We're going to the Mark II. I'm keeping everything. You to there, and then SRBs fire, and then liquid fuel fires, then we drop all the crap, and then we're in space. And somebody can tow me. Somebody doesn't even need to tow me now. You don't need to tow me. I can take myself to where I need to go. Mark II, is it still the 14th Doctor? It is. Just as long as Jeb's not in there. Put this one out on the pad. You will need it in the end, says Rune Antilles. I mean, I like it in the end, but I don't know if I need it. I guess, yeah, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good call. The glaive. Sudden fixes aren't usually that sudden. Don't tell him that. SAS on, throttle to full. Son of a biscuit. Give me. Alright, just gotta click here. On the edge. The edge, I can touch it. Control from there. And in 3, 2, 1, 14th Doctor, go! We're off and away! Into the wild blue yonder, here we go! Holy crap, this is large and ridiculous. Just my style. Just my style. If I move it over here, then maybe I can actually, you know, get a fair bit of it on the screen. Oh, you need to be turning down at 50. You need to start turning over at 50. And I did, ever so slightly. I'm going to pull a little bit harder because I was a little late on it. There you go. Start our move down. Solid fuel's going to burn for friggin' ever. We got giant kickback monster things on here. And we're way more stable, too. I'm not even spinning. It's not even because I'm, you know, controlling the spin this time. Nope. Nope. Pull me down more. More. We're at 3K already. 3 kilometers. Pull me down to friggin' full. 190 meters per second. 200 meters per second. Apoap's almost in space already. No. I might be exaggerating. Half are we have a third of our solid fuel remaining at 6 point something kilometers. Yeah, I definitely needed to turn down a little bit harder and fast. I can still do it. I can still do it. Just you hear me. I know how to fly. That's the sound of a man who knows how to fly. Solid fuel getting near the bottom now. Getting near the bottom of that solid fuel. Here we go. Here we go. Let him loose. Let him loose. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. I don't know. It just did something blow up that was important. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Whatever exploded, I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. But I do need to turn way the hell down the ball. And you're really making it confusing on how to. Oh crap! Watch out. That might have been a little bit too far outside of the ball. You just grabbed out there. What are we doing? Oh, 40 kilometers on the frigate. No, pull it down. Pull it down. Oh yeah, it's a little bit wobbly in the rear end. A little bit wobbly. There is no way that I can't fly this to space. No way. In fact, you know what? Just kill the engines. Just kill the engines. Screw it. Screw it. Just wait until, yeah, our prograde is somewhere where we want it to be. And feel free to follow that prograde. And then we'll continue burning. Because, yeah, just didn't need it. Yeah, I'm losing speed. I brought a lot more fuel than I needed. 52 kilometer apoaps. We're at 43 now. Ready to fire, Paul? Not yet. Not yet. Agreed, and he's got the fuel now. Have I? Then let's use it. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. I'll burn your mother down. I need to make the speed. Speed, speed, speed is what I need. Hold to give me stability assist, and I'll control it from here now that we're basically out of atmosphere. 50-some kilometers. Burn hard. Burn hard, burn long. Burn long and hard. Down there, hardly. Hardly burning. Hardly burning now. Longly burning, hardly burning. Whoa! Well, okay, a little bit. Yep. Gets a little jiggly. It can jiggle on you. 62 kilometer app wap, 60 something, 60 the other. There you go, that's where you want to be. Keep burning, just need the speed for orbit now. Okay, we got height. All we need is speed. Just right down on the horizon and burn there. 66 kilometers on the app waps. 67. 8. 9. 70. 1.3. And follow your prograde. We've done it. Almost. Nearly. Almost, nearly. Nearly, almost. Oh, wow. Some things are getting hot? No, that's just that's the glow of the engines off on... Oh, because you usually don't have things near there. I never get to see the glow. Usually the engines are below the rest of the ship. Are they? Yes, so most of the time. A lot of ships like that. Go ahead and fizz warp me up out to space. And then we'll finish off the circularization. I mean, our periapse is, you know, it's actually still pretty deep in there. But we got it this time. No problem whatsoever. Nice round arc. All we had to do was put, you know, 1,000 meters per second more delta V in there than we should have needed. The glaive has been pointing out the ring isn't going to work for 2 hours. The trying to get it perfectly aligned issue, if that's the only issue, then we'll be fine. Because, you know, me and perfection, we go together like salt and lemonade. Actually, salt and lemonade is pretty, that can be good porn. Yes, it can. And that's why I said it that way. Because we go together like salt and lemonade. Tuna fish and ice cream. These two things. You know it. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Give me that circularization. Give me that mad circularization, baby. Give me it. Give me it. Give it to me. Sexy circularization. We are in orbit with all of this crap. Oh, I forgot to drop my crap, too. Damn it. Damn it. Find your retrograde, because I screwed it up. The ring won't close on itself, but maybe it doesn't need to. Who says things have to be complete to be, you know, complete, says Rune Ansles. Why won't it close on itself? If there's a docking port next to another docking port, magnets. Because Kerbal limitations, what you're saying? What's our periapsis? I need to drive that back down. There you go. Now it's down enough. I mean, the things that I detach will never actually detach. Yeah, we got lots of fuel. Go ahead and burn it down. 59, and then F5. And then detach the nose cone. That's all I did that for. The rest of it has to come with us. The rest of it is staying with us up here for next time. For next time. When we put this thing together, and it will be perfect. It will be absolutely, unadulteratedly perfect. And everything will work. Back into orbit, please. There we go. There we go. We're back into orbit. Periapse is way the hell out there. Yeah, screw it. It's circular enough. By the way, the reason the glaive is so sure, and I concur, is because to build a full ring, that do the final double dock that closes the circle, you need all docking with a tolerance of 0.1 degrees. 0.1 degrees. Good luck with that, says Rune. Oh. You don't know me very well. Oh, you do know me very well. Oh. Shit. It'll work. It'll work. I'll make it work. Did you see me build the thing for an hour? Huh? It didn't look like it was going to even come together. I make things work. Or I just get angry about them, and then that's just as good in terms of entertainment. And then I'll just sit here shouting about Kerbal. The limitations of Kerbal Space Program. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's stupid. I can't believe this friggin' game. Squad. We'll do that. But we're going to have to do it next time. Next time's when that's going to happen. Because I'm hungry. And the cheese balls, they're not enough. They're just not enough in my life. I need vegetarian patties. Which, those are my dad's veggie patties. What I do is I get these little frozen falafels. Okay, that you're meant to, like, drop into the oil and then they, you know, bake into, like, they puff up and they turn into real falafels. I just nuke them. Just nuke them as they are. Put 3 of them next to each other. They're about that big. It turns into, like, you know, a burger-sized thing. Put it between some buns. Maybe a little mayonnaise. Maybe a little tartar sauce. I'm big into tartar sauce lately. Like, everything I'll have tartar sauce on now. I developed a taste for it. You know, it's lower calorie than mayonnaise. By a lot. By a lot. A lot less fat and tartar. than mayonnaise. If you're looking to save some, and still have some good flavor, like some strong flavor in there, and you're looking for something that's a little bit lower fat than your mayonnaise and your ketchups and stuff, a little bit less sugar and whatnot in it, you're gonna want some tartar sauce. I'm gonna recommend some tartar sauce. Cheer 5 Pawn, please. More KSP later this week. Maybe. I can guarantee precisely nothing. Other than that, I know that the next live stream is going to be on Wednesday at 4 p.m., and I know that I am pretty jazzed to do American Truck Simulator again, and to call it Zen's Day, and maybe talk about, the nature of existence. From a very scientific standpoint, too, because Zen actually Zen and, like, physics and quantum physics, they're pretty tight. It works out. Cheer 5 Pawn, you need all the calories you can get, says Zorglop. Oh, trust me. I could stand to use just a few less. I am the rodent pawn, he says, and then does this music. Meet me back here 2 days from now, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, American Truck Simulator. We'll chat, maybe about Zen, maybe not. If my Buddha senses aren't firing, then I can't talk Zen with you. But recently, yeah, I've had some thoughts. I'd like to talk about them. If you're interested in philosophical discussion, meet me back here, or in giant, unaerodynamic trucks that America is just ridiculous with their... Then meet me back here, and we'll do it. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Ronan Pawn, that's me. Here I am, still talking. Shouldn't be. Need to segue. Pawn out!
That fun left in the sea, singing la la la.